hasn't tonight. It did. And we were the most physical team. We're just a much better team and a better roster than what Seattle has. And I don't love the fact that we played the way we did in the second half. I don't love offensively what we did in the second half. And we're saying this, and it's going to probably, I don't know when the game is ending because I'm just on here now. So it's 30-13.
17 possessions in the second half. That's got to be a record. Got to be.
17 You mean 17 plays?
No, 17 different possessions. Seattle had the ball.
It was that many?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot for a game, not a half.
I don't know. It was a funky game because the first half, it felt like everything was chaotic. It was like Green Bay got it. Oh, they went down, scored. And it just, everything felt rushed. And then the second half, it was choppy. It was ugly. It was 3 and outs. But the defense, I don't know how much of this tonight I'm going to say is Halfley and this defense in comparison to their backup stinks. Their O-line ain't very good, and we got after them with a ton of pressure. But we did what we needed to do. I do not like I thought the first half was the cleanest half of football this team has played all season. I was hoping it was going to be hammer it down, throttle city, and we were going to start this middle of the third quarter. Matter of fact, I was texting, let's get this thing ready. If they score a tutter to go up, it would have been 24, I think, at that point. Let's start the band. The band is on, baby. Let's go. And then they fumble and get it to 10, and then Homer starts panicking. Oh, boy. I said, and did I not tell you? Homer, I'll bet you whatever you want they win by 10 plus. Because you just watch Seattle. Their offense stinks. So all that, and I think one of the questions we're going to be wondering.
Geno Smith plays the whole game. Packers could have lost that game.
No.
Yep.
No, I disagree. Well, yeah, you could say that. We have no way to prove it. And Geno Smith, he's better than Sam Howell. He's better than Thurston Howell. I don't know about Mrs. Howell. I'm not 100% sure. But he was not ready to go tonight, and that offense wasn't. I wonder, and this will be a poll question, I think, down the road. I don't think it'll be tonight. If we end up in that 6th seed, I don't want to see the Rams. Did we actually hurt ourselves by beating the Seahawks? Because the Rams are going to end up winning that division. They're going to probably be in at 3 or 4. We're going to end up 5 or 6. We're going to either play Tampa or the Rams. That's who we're going to end up playing when this thing comes to it. I'd play Seattle 10 out of 10 times. I'd play the Rams 6 out of 10. I think the Rams are going to be that much better suited to beat us than Seattle. So, good win tonight. I'm not sure it's going to end up in the long run being all that meaningful from a playoff standpoint. And I don't think the way we played in the second half, we got that stamp of, well, we're all back. We're good. We're ready to roll. I don't think any of those things really were accomplished outside of what we saw in the first half tonight.
All right, they're ready for you. You ready to go? Again, I don't know if
is the game over now?
I don't know if it's historic. The game was over when we started the postgame show. You decide when the game is over, though I do have a rule that I will only adhere to, and that is up by more than 2 scores with 2 minutes left. You arguably could have done, the second Howe came in, anybody who's watched him, he could have said, as I tweeted, the game was over. But we showed some respect. You played in the league. You're in the Hall of Fame.
No, I'm not. Listen, Sam Howell did good things with Washington. It's tough to go out there.
Well, then we have to give credit to the Packer pass rush.
I'm giving a ton of credit to the Packers.
Okay.
Their O-line, Seattle's O-line, they lost their center. They lost guys. Green Bay's D-line deserves a ton of credit. Jeff Halfley deserves a ton of credit. He didn't sit back and let things happen.
But they didn't blitz. They didn't blitz. He didn't do anything.
No, they did.
No. I think every sack was without a blitz. I thought that's what they said when they had 7 sacks.
Okay, that's cute. But they showed pressures. There's definitely the linebacker came up on the 1 sack and they ended up picking a guy, and they forced the sack on that. So I know that stat's not true. But the bottom line is the D-line, who people have criticized, got after Seattle's O-line, got after Sam Howell, and it was, once Geno went out, it was Katie bar the door, this thing's over, send in the post-game show. That's when this thing started.
And Cooper, 7 tackles, 6 solo, a sack, 2 tackles for loss.
Oh, my Steinhoffler came up big tonight, baby.
How are you allowed to pick him?
He's been out for 3 weeks.
But I mean,
he's
so
not
like
a starter. He didn't start.
Isn't he a starter now?
No.
Oh, all right.
No, he's got to be. He should be.
Okay, that's
Lord
all right.
knows
Let's go
he
to
should be.
Shugs. Shugs, you're on the historic postgame show that started before the game was over. And again, Mark Tauscher deserves all the credit. Yes, Shugs.
Homer. You just mentioned Cooper's stats, and you missed his INT. Come on.
Yeah, he didn't even put his pick in there.
It's true. Good point.
Dude was everywhere tonight.
Homer.
And by the way, Shug should have had 2. Should have had 2 picks tonight.
Should have had 2.
Sure, he should have.
Yep.
Defense came to play, pretty much took care of business. And the last thing I want to say is we started off the right way. 4 series in the first half, all of them to score. So that's how we do it.
Do you feel better about the team? Do you feel better about the team than before the game started?
Of course. The defensive line.
Shug, what do you think about the second half, though? Shug, second half on offense, what do you think?
Yeah, I get it. They're a little sloppy.
All right, let's go. 3 and out, field goal, 3 and out, fumble, 3 and out, downs. First 6 possessions.
But I never thought we were going to lose the game. No way.
I didn't either.
I agree. I'd much rather have done it this way in the game. Started off strong like that. Bill built a big lead, and then be a little sloppy. So I mean,
I agree.
Really, yeah.
So you're feeling better?
Well, I mean, I've been feeling pretty good. It's just they didn't start off well last week. So
all right, thanks,
carry
Shugs.
on, guys.
You bet.
Shugs
is on sooner because the show started.
Feels right when Shug's our first caller. Like, it just feels right.
All right.
I know Shug's got stuff he's doing, but it feels right when Shug's our first
Levi should be
especially
the second
when the game's
caller.
not even. Has the game officially ended?
The game has officially ended, but it ends when you say it ends, and it ended with 2 minutes to go.
I like the officialness of
okay.
it, too. I like when the clock is at 0.
All right, game clock ending versus Tauscher clock ending. All right, we'll go with it that way.
Sure.
Levi in Stevens Point, you're on with legendary, historic Mark Tauscher, who started what might be copied by other post-game show, starting when you decide the game is over.
Hold on.
Yes, Levi.
Hold on a second. I'm sorry. I almost turned up the car wrong. Anyway, boy, that was a great job by the Packers defense tonight. 7 sacks. So I'm very impressed about that. But like during the second half, like going a little bit fourth quarter, because with some of the plays when Packers had a couple 3 and outs, I kind of felt a little nervous a little bit at first. Like the momentum was kind of shifting when Jacobs had that fumble, because I was kind of nervous about it, to be quite honest. But I thought the defense tonight did a fantastic job tonight.
How about if the muff punt by Reed had been recovered by Seattle? I still think the Packers
no doubt. Yeah. Listen, Levi, you never thought they were going to lose the game, though. Did you ever?
No. I kind of had a little bit, but it's fine. But, hey, a win's a win, man.
No, I mean,
7 sacks for a team that hasn't been able to get to the quarterback. That's not a win is a win. That's better than that.
Listen, Homer, tonight was a game of physicality. Thanks for the call, Levi. Physicality, and our defense dominated. That's the stuff when you start talking about winning on the road in a playoff scenario, that's the stuff you need.
Tells you how important Cooper is to the defense.
We need Cooper.
Yeah.
We for sure.
Williams,
he's another
too.
one of those guys. You know what, Homer? It's similar when you start thinking back to the last time we won a championship.
Yes.
Balaga comes in, young player. Bishop, young player, comes in at linebacker. Becomes a big guy. And then Starks. You have to have some of these guys, they come in and they're fresh. Cooper's fresh, man. Cooper's going to be, I don't know what's up with Quay. I don't know when he's going to be back. I don't know what the injury is going to be. Edgerrin Cooper needs to play more regardless. Like, I don't care where you find
the
those reps.
next question's going to be, are they better without Walker than with him? When we
you can ask that question on your show.
I am. I'm asking it on this show.
Yeah, I think right now Quay, he is a maligned guy by some. I thought he was playing some of his best football, and Jeff Hafley said that too. This defense has been, you take away, obviously, what we saw in Detroit. Detroit's doing that to everybody. Even if Detroit gets beat today, they put up 40-some points. Detroit's offense challenges teams in most ways that other teams can't. And the problem is, and this is what Packer fans are going to say is, well, you're going to face Detroit. There's a good chance you're going to face a Seattle or Rams team when you get to the playoffs. And, Green Bay right now is kind of setting that we're really good, but are we good enough to beat the really great, really good teams? And right now the answer has been no. We haven't beaten Philly. We haven't beaten Detroit,
say yes.
And we haven't. Listen, man.
The problem is you got to beat 2 or 3 of them.
That is the issue. And right now, Green Bay will have if the way Washington's playing, Green Bay will beat New Orleans. They're going to beat Chicago. The worst what are they right now? 10-4?
10-4. 12-5, baby.
The worst they're going to
guaranteed.
be. The worst they're going to be is 12-5. That's the worst.
Yeah.
12-5 will get you the 5 seed. 12-5.
Yeah. They can beat anybody. In a one game, I'll take them against anybody anywhere, but you got to win 3.
12-5. Here's the deal.
Yes.
12-5 is going to be a 6 seed, not a 5 seed. Now, Seattle's out of the equation. You just knocked them off. You already beat the Rams. You're in the playoffs. Playoffs, you're in. Okay?
Yep.
So for everybody last week saying, they're not going to make no, they're always going to be 5, 6, I guess maybe a 7 if Washington jumps them. You don't want to be in that 7. But you proved tonight that you don't even have to be at your best, and you're going to be better than what a Seattle's going to be. Because Seattle had everything. First big home primetime game in a while, and here we go. You handled your business, and you didn't even play great on offense in the second half.
And they got a break. The Packers got a break. Huge break.
What was it?
Smith got hurt.
Nah.
What?
Listen, man, you Homer, you think a lot more of Geno Smith than I do. Like,
no,
I give him.
I tell you how bad Howell was. He was horrible. He was worse than horrible.
He had a tough night. Night.
And Smith was 15 of 19.
Yeah, Geno Smith. I respect the heck out of his career. It's easy to, be a high pick. He was a 2nd-round pick. He struggled. He got, bumped out of a couple different starting jobs. He continued to fight and scrap. But if you think that Geno Smith is a savior and was going to save this team from what they saw tonight, I don't think you were watching the same game as I was.
I watched the second half, yeah. Yeah, Geno Smith is in there after they got the fumble and the touchdown. I mean, the pathetic backup did actually have one
I'm
play.
not even sure we fumble if that happens. Like, that's just – I think we let off the gas. I legit think so.
All right. We'll take a break. The first ever post-game before the clock at the game went to 0 because we decided the game was over and started the post game before the end of the game there, and everybody loved it. Better up by more than 2 touchdowns with 2 minutes to go is the standard, though Tausch is now.
I don't, Homer, it's not that as much as it's, like if Matthew Stafford's over there or a team that can score, you feel like there's a shot. I never felt like at halftime, I legit text you and said, we can start this once they score again because I don't want to be, it's arrogant to start it at halftime. That's arrogant.
Oh, that's arrogance. Oh, okay. This is
up
where we
17,
yeah.
Up 17 in the end of the third quarter. That ain't arrogant.
No, when Howell went in and we saw him play a little bit,
yeah.
They could have been up by 3. Well, I mean, they did turn. We saw it. You can't turn the ball over. All right, we'll take a break and then get to your callers. What?
You got it.
All right, next.
Crazy thing, my friend.
Go have it.
More Green Bay game night coming up on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison always does New Year's Eve big, so join the celebration and make it a night to remember. On Tuesday, December 31st, we have New Year's Eve hot ticket drawings, both day and night, with a $5,000 grand prize at 4 p.m. and another $5,000 grand prize just after midnight. Plus, you'll enjoy rewards play, a live DJ, a wide selection of food and drink specials, and of course, our 95% average payout. Come for the drawings, stay for the party at
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love, with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right. And naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything. From the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Beyond the bottle, Tito's has gained a reputation for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits around the world to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's and learn more at titosvodka.com. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
Wins, wins, and more wins are waiting to be uncovered at Potawatomi. Get ready to find yours in a winter stash of $300,000 in prizes this December. Play with your rewards card for entries, drawings on 3 thrilling Thursdays. Some seriously big wins are waiting for you. Winter Stash at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. More info at paysbig.com. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
Hold your friends close and your rivals closer on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Which program is more dysfunctional, the Wisconsin Badgers or the Chicago Bears? I'm just relating it back to this weekend. I'm just relating it back.
I'm a fan of both.
Jim's 2 favorite teams. It's Jim's fault. Like, these teams are the reason they are the way they are because of Jim.
Jim is the football curse. Yeah, maybe.
Jim, Matt, and Molly. Presented by Coors Light. Weekdays 4 to 6 on 100.5 ESPN.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion, or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. Call the Boda Box Wine Line at 800-990-3776.
Al throws in the middle. It's intercepted. That time it's caught by Cooper. Andrew Cooper inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. So Cooper had his hands on one earlier. Secures his first NFL INT.
Packers win. We started the post-game show with 2 minutes left in the game because it was over.
And also, scared.
What?
No, it's because you were scared. Is why we started it that late.
I feel like we need to have some respect for the league. And I thought in the 2 minutes, or in that time
Just wait a
that we
second.
started, you could have a
Homer.
Tito. Yes.
Respect for the league.
Yeah.
What are you talking
Just
about?
like you have. There's certain things you do and don't do. By the way, also, I figured from when we thought about it to did it, you could get a Tito's in. Although I don't know that we can say that you had a Tito's before you did the show. You have to wait till after the show. Sorry.
Yeah, I
was
wait
wrong
till
about that. But you could talk about it before you have one.
I could Tito's handmade vodka on game day. Yeah, pour me in, coach, from a seat in the stands to the best seat on the couch. Root for your favorite team with your favorite team spirit. You can have it doesn't matter what you put in it. You can have a spicy Bloody Mary. I like to go just cranberry juice, especially with the festive time of the year. But it's always Tito's in mind. You're calling the game. If you want to call it early, third quarter, you want to call it before, you do it. It's your game. You make that call. Just make sure it's Tito's as your first-round bottle pick. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
They're lined up to talk with Tausch. Let's go to Jeff in Milwaukee. Not long enough to be historic. You have to wait for an hour to be historic. Jeff, let her fly. Packers win.
Yep, nice. It was a good game. I agree with you, Tausch. The second half, I was not thrilled with the play calling in the second half by LaFleur. You knew Seattle was going to do whatever they could to stop Josh Jacobs after the first half. And they had one series where they did some misdirections. They got 3 first downs in a row. But beyond that, they were just kind of kept feeding it to Jacobs up the middle, and you knew it wasn't going to work because they were going to try to stop him. So I thought the play calling from LaFleur could have been a little bit better in that second half. Obviously, the one thing I have to say, Tausch, is the play calling in the first half, that's how they should have started the Detroit game. If this team has an identity, I think this team's identity is around the offensive line's run game and Josh Jacobs. That should be their identity. And they need to establish that every game. Then they can work off of that. But that's what I think this team loves to do. This offensive line, you can tell they got mojo around their run game. I mean, Tausch is an offensive lineman.
Where was their mojo in the second half, sir?
Okay, it's a great question. And that has to do with the play calling because you knew they were going to do whatever they could to stop Josh Jacobs. Even on that 4th down and 1.5 yards, why didn't you fake a hand up to Josh Jacobs and have Love run for like 10 yards? I mean, he had the entire outside to go. They didn't change their play calls in the second half. That's what I think was the problem in terms of the run game in the second half. But Tausch, don't you think this team, their mojo is around their offensive line in the run game? Don't you think that's their identity?
Jeff, thanks for the call. Yes, there is no doubt that Josh Jacobs has changed the way I think Matt LaFleur calls games, and I think he brings that. You're seeing different schemes. Matt LaFleur has always been an outside zone guy. That's what he wants to do. And the bootlegs, they're doing duo blocks. They're doing pin and pulls. They're doing everything, and it revolves around getting Josh Jacobs the football. And they did it out of the backfield tonight. They got him out on some screens, got him out early. He ended up with 26 carries. He is the workhorse that they want, and he is delivered time and time again. So there's no doubt this is the way Matt LaFleur with this football team. And I think if you notice, Jordan Love has not turned the football over. Big part of that is because they're being very, very smart about how they're calling this game, and Josh Jacobs has been a huge part of that. So no doubt offensively, Josh Jacobs, and I never thought I'd say this because you have 2 huge free agent acquisitions. And Xavier McKinney, the first 7 or 8 weeks of the year, we all had him as an MVP candidate. Depoy. You make a really good argument, and I can't fight you if you said that Josh Jacobs has been a more important pickup than Xavier McKinney. I don't know if I would agree with it, but at least it's a conversation you could have, and you're not going to sound. I still think Xavier McKinney has changed so much about what it is, but so is Josh Jacobs when it comes to how this team approaches.
Yeah, and they're giving him the ball, just like you said, passing. He had a combined 136 yards in 30 touches. By the way, in the first half, he was 14 carries of 73 yards. He had, in his first 7 carries in the second half, 8 yards. I mean, Seattle dominated the line of scrimmage in the second half.
They won the second half battle. There's no doubt. I don't know how anybody could sit here and say anything different. They did. And I'm shocked because it was steamroll city, baby.
Oh, yeah.
The pavers were out. Paving was out. And they stopped it. They put those orange cones up. Seattle put the orange cones up, and it was like the paver. Oh, we got to stop. No, you don't. Keep on rolling. But they didn't. And give Seattle credit.
All right, let's go to Andrew in Illinois. You're on with Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher. Let her fly.
Tausch, I got two comments for you real quick. One, great 7 sacks by the defense tonight. How big is the doghouse right now for Lucas Van Ness? It seems like he's probably, fifth in the pecking order?
Did he play tonight?
Yeah, he had a hit that was borderline late. A little bit. Well, we weren't watching. We were doing the show at the end. So,
Tausch, is he kind of starting to become the, back in your day, the Jamal Reynolds of now?
Oh, no. I get what you're saying. He is Jamal Reynolds. I do understand because J.J. Enigbare is playing a bunch. Cox is playing a bunch. Your observation, and I always love seeing Domofsky's tweet about how many snaps guys get. Van Ness, you started thinking he took, he had a couple sacks, he'd done a couple things, but tonight you're right. It didn't seem like he was out there as much as JJ was and as Cox was, and I think Mosby's another guy. I don't know if he played tonight, but you're definitely seeing other guys emerging in those spots.
My second comment, Tausch, what is with us missing the challenges all the time? They say, is that right? Is 0 for 5? Did they make a
No, if he has someone doing it, they have to fire that person. I suspect he doesn't. I think LaFleur is making all these. Isn't he on an offer? That was idiotic. He can't have somebody in his ear because he would have said, don't challenge.
Yeah, I think it's one of his biggest weaknesses, and that is he lets his emotions and frustrations get to him. Now, I think this game, I can kind of see it because it was such a big play. But you have to understand now, with expedited replay, these guys are already reviewing it quickly. Now, that doesn't mean they're always going to be right, but when they're reviewing it already and they say one thing, they're changing calls before you even get a challenge flag out. So you better be even that much more sure. I just think Matt gets super emotional about what's happening, and he wants it so badly that he throws it, and in close games, you can't throw timeouts away. The fact that this was, I think he felt probably similar to how I felt in that Seattle ain't going to score a ton of points.
Correct.
Not with what they're doing.
Nope. No, I
definitely.
don't.
Thanks for the call.
No. If he doesn't have anybody, and I don't think he has, because if he did, that person
Homer,
would be fired.
It's a blind spot and a spot that it's not that he isn't smart. It's that he's letting his emotions get him.
You know what I call it? You know what I call it on the challenges? Those are Campbell's. That's when you do something really stupid, and it isn't going to hurt you necessarily in the regular season, but it could cost you in the playoffs.
Is Matt LaFleur not aggressive enough?
In what regard? Well,
he didn't go for it on fourth down. He punted. He's trying the long cadence to get guys to jump.
Yeah,
when you get it down at the 4. By the way, I don't mind him kicking that field goal. I like being up 17 at the half rather than 14.
Yes, because you knew they weren't going to score.
I don't know what, and I am always on his side. I think he does a great job of using timeouts to get the ball back. I don't know. He did not do a great job before the half.
Oh, that was pathetic.
Call the timeout with 37 seconds. What are we doing?
They went from 54 to 16 seconds, and it
wasn't an Eberflus, but boy, it was closer than it ever should have been.
Yeah, and there's an inconsistency there that doesn't make any sense because we know he's smart and he's doing things that are stupid, and so you wonder why and how it exists. But dog of the game is next. And yes, there is some low-hanging fruit. And will Tausch take it? You never know. You never know. Dog of the game, next.
We're back with Green Bay Game Night after this on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
When you or a loved one are faced with an unexpected injury or illness, Stoughton Health's urgent care is there for you. Stoughton Health has 4 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have urgent care locations in Stoughton, Oregon, McFarland, and Cottage Grove with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health accepts over 160 insurances, including Dean Health Plan, Quartz, Humana, and more. Please visit stoughtonhealth.com for more information. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Gift giving is easy with an Island Resort and Casino gift card. Every person on your list can spend their time just the way they like it. Dining, going to a concert, relaxing at the Drift Spa, playing golf. No matter the reason, gift cards to the Midwest's premier resort destination are a sure bet. To order gift cards, stop by the Island Club today or call 877-ISL-SHOW. Then spread some joy, because everyone knows your total experience is at the Island.
Green and gold fans, it's game day. And you know what that means. Tailgating with friends and raising a glass to our favorite team. This season, make Bacardi the star of your pregame party. Whether you're mixing up a classic Bacardi and cola, refreshing Bacardi lime and soda, or a smooth spiced and cola, Bacardi is the perfect pick for game day fun. Grab a bottle and get ready to cheer on Green Bay with the best in hand. Available now at your local retailer. Live passionately, drink responsibly. Bacardi USA, Miami, Florida. Rum 40% alcohol by volume.
From your best friend who lives on caffeine to your teenager who always forgets to fill up their tank, Quick Trip gift cards are the ultimate holiday hack for everyone on your list. Pick one up in-store or online, and they'll have everything they need. Coffee, snacks, groceries, fuel, and more. All with one thoughtful gift. And honestly, who has time for complicated gift shopping? We know you don't. Give the gift that keeps life moving. Holiday gift cards from Quick Trip.
The president of James Imaging Systems, Tom Tegeter.
Over 45 years ago, my father, James Tegeter, founded our company on a cornerstone of quality, integrity, and service as the best way of connecting with clients. As I reflect on 2024, I'm grateful for the James Imaging Systems team. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to always connecting with clients and helping them thrive. To each long-term client, I extend my gratitude and thanks for your confidence and support. We look forward to remaining connected to you as your local business technology partner. I also appreciate our new 2024 clients for connecting with us. Welcome to the James Imaging Systems family. Looking forward to 2025, I believe if each of us embraces the power of connection, our local community will prosper. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless America.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Looking to kickstart a healthier lifestyle? Prairie Athletic Club has everything you need, and now's the perfect time to join the pack. Sarah Tauscher here, and for a limited time, you can save $10 per month for your first year and enjoy 3 months of hot yoga for free. Don't wait. Your healthiest lifestyle starts now. Join today and discover why the pack is consistently voted the best place to work out. Visit prairieathletic.com today. Prairie Athletic Club, family fun community.
Hey, it's Kelly Sheffield, Wisconsin Badgers volleyball head coach. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a good Karma Brands radio station.
Karma Brands. You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. We got dogs. It's time for the Sit Mean Sit. Yeah, we got Jimmy. Dog of the game.
John Money Alexander.
Christian Watson. Quay Walker. He's a dog. Kenny Clark. Jordan Love. Presented by Sit Mean Sit Dog Training in Waukesha and Milwaukee. Visit sitmeansit.com.
Will he take the low-hanging fruit, or what will he do? You just never know when Mark Tauscher, the Hall of Famer, picks his dog of the game.
Oh, you know tonight. This is This
I do
is
know.
a no-brainer for
Wow.
me. Let me tell you something. There is a lot of low-hanging fruit lying around. There's apples and pears and apricots and peaches and everything on the ground. There's so many players tonight. There's not like the one super low. There's probably 3 or 4 guys, and I'm going to take one of those low-hanging, and it's because we didn't know what to expect. Some would say he was sleepy coming into the game. He's been hurt. Edgerrin Cooper, what a game. Sack, interception, all flying all over the place. You got Collinsworth saying he's one of the best draft picks we've seen, and he hasn't even played a ton this year. He's missed a bunch of time, but man, he showed up in a big way. He showed up, and you can start seeing that light bulb is going on, and that he's understanding. He didn't play early because, well, we can't trust him to line up, and we don't know if he knows his assignments. He knew his assignments tonight. His assignments was to wreak pain and havoc on the Seattle Seahawks. That's what he did, and he deserves my woof, 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 barking dog of the game.
That's decent, but not the appropriate answer. The appropriate answer is the Packer defense. It was so great that even Cooper, in his greatness, can't trump it. Do you realize, and I'm checking, I think I stat muse, it's very good, the Green Bay Packers were 16th as a team with 33 sacks. They had 7 tonight. You know where they're ranked now on the season? Any discussion of the Packers and sacks has to end. The Green Bay Packers, where are they going to be? Where are they going to be? They are going to be tied for 7th. 7th. And there are how many NFL teams?
32.
32? 7th. How many weeks are we talking about how bad they don't have a pass rush? They will be
7.
tied for 7th. 7th. Cooper would have had to have 4 interceptions, 3 touchdowns, and 9 sacks alone to trump the performance by the defense, because when you walk into the locker room, if I was on the defense, I don't know how you guys did. 7th. There's not a person alive who, until this, believes the Packers are 7th, will be 7th in the league. The Vikings also have 40, and I'm assuming they'll have one, so they'll move up to 6th. The Packers will be tied with the Chargers. More than the Eagles, more than the Jets, more than the Buccaneers, more than just 7th. If there's anything else, if there's one thing that you must know from the show tonight, 7th. And that makes the defense. How many sacks did they have? 7. And now they're 7. That's so good. The dog of the game, the entire defense for ending the discussion of sacks. How can you complain about lack of sacks when you're 7th?
You got after me. You got after me about picking the O-line last week. Now you're picking 11 guys and probably 4 subs. You're picking 15 dudes now to be dog of the game.
And make fun of me.
And Jeff Hafley. I bet you put Jeff Hafley in there. So that's 16. Goody for bringing the guys in at 17. Like, what are we doing here?
I didn't. I mentioned only the players. When you have a performance so great that you
Give me the top 11.
What?
You got to pick a dog. You can't go to the dog track and pick 17 dogs. You got to pick one.
I agree.
What are you doing?
Hold on. I will take all the abuse. When you have a historic performance of 7 sacks that moves you up on the year from 16th to 7th. 16th to 7th. For example, imagine if they had 300 yards rushing, and it was because they had 7 different players, all with 45 yards. You wouldn't give it to one. You'd give it to all of them. So I could pick the 7, all the people that had sacks. I don't think it was 7 because somebody had more than 1. But it was my way to emphasize.
I think Mara had 2. He had 3 tackles on one
he had
drive.
2 in one.
JJ had a night.
He had 2 in one,
2 in one
series. Yes, he's the only one I believe he had 2. But it fits. 7 is the number. And yes, go ahead and abuse me as long as you want for stretching, and instead of picking a dog, picking a kennel.
Fine. I just get a kick out of this because We also are looking here. Josh Jacobs dominated the first half. Then you look at Romeo Doubs with 2 touchdowns. We didn't even bring any of those guys up.
No, they didn't do the whole
I'll
game.
say this, too. I love the fact Matt LaFleur, post-game, I just saw this quote. And
he
Chris
treated
can
Jaden
probably
Reed like a number one.
Show this later. Basically said, put it on me. I stunk tonight. I love when LaFleur is accountable, and he's to his credit, he's always been pretty accountable.
He stunk the
When
second
he
half.
has
He
not
didn't stink the
run-
game. Right?
Well, he stunk at the end of the half. That was what he was really hard on himself about. And then he didn't call a great second half.
Okay.
So I give Matt. I like Matt LaFleur as a football coach. That's why I pushed back on you when you tried to fire him after that one post game. I don't remember what show, but you were trying to fire him, and I thought
it's not true. But
people are tweeting at me saying, "What the hell are you idiots talking about?" And I said, "What do you mean?"
We
thought you guys want Matt LaFleur fired. I said, "No." Who would want Matt LaFleur fired? He's been a fantastic coach.
There were people that called in.
Homer did.
No,
Oh.
that's not true. It was with Gary
I'm
Ellison.
not speaking for Homer. Homer's going to always speak for himself.
Yes, I did not say he's fired. I do believe and stand by it that he'll be Steve Mariucci. They'll never win a Super Bowl with him as head coach, but he's a good coach. Someone said that, and Gary was bothered by it about the fans, so we put the poll question up, and for whatever reason what do they call this? They tagged you. You became a part of the.
We all got tagged,
and you should not have been tagged.
I'm sitting here taking all this shrapnel, and I'm thinking, what the? So
yes,
Matt
you have a reason to be abusive. Let me just say the dog or dogs of the game brought to you by Sit Mean Sit. If your dog doesn't always listen to you or you, ask yourself, why don't they listen to what I say? Look no further than Sit Mean Sit. You can have a happy, confident, and obedient dog. Contact Sit Mean Sit Dog Training today in Milwaukee or Waukesha to schedule a free consultation. They are really good at this. Go to sitmeansit.com and check out their Milwaukee and Waukesha pages. You wanted to say something before we break?
I did. It was more along the lines of just the accountability piece because LaFleur knew.
Yeah.
Oh, this didn't happen. I don't know. That is the stuff that it's going to get your butt beat when you play the big boys. That's the stuff that gets you beat.
Yes.
That and then these crazy challenges. So Matt LaFleur, there's a lot of stuff you just love about him. And this is another part of what you like about him is the fact that he's not going to sit here and blow smoke. He's going to tell you, I screwed up, I did this, and he's doing that. Now, we got to get this challenge stuff corrected, and we have to figure out why we are having a hard time finishing full 4 quarters in these games because all season this has been kind of a pattern. We have not seen a full-throttled from first to fourth, boom, boom, boom. We've seen some boom, then we've seen a little break, and then some boom and a little break. We need 4 quarters of boom.
Yeah, now that's the
out where the Legion of Boom used to roll.
Yeah. So we're going to do flush it or
Didn't
flush
happen
it,
tonight.
and we're going to decide and let you decide if what you talked about with this team is on LaFleur or is it on the players. Packers win. The postgame did start by our clock, not the game clock. There were 2 minutes left in the game clock, but it was decided it was over, so we started the postgame.
Homer,
Yes.
how early do you think next Monday night's going to be? Like, this is our new barometer. When are we going to start the postgame?
I don't know.
New Orleans, I would bet we're going to be early fourth quarter. I'm going to be at the game. I'm going to probably have to start the postgame from Lambeau.
Packers are, by the way,
I'll be in the stadium.
2-touchdown favorite. That's a lot in the NFL.
I think it's not enough. I don't think that's going to be enough.
Well, I will say this. I'm letting it known that you can decide whenever you want to do the postgame.
Within reason. I mean,
I don't know.
Got to have producers ready to go. We can't start 3 hours.
All right. When would you suggest that Pebble make sure that he's here? Start of the fourth quarter? I would say he better be here at the start of the fourth quarter. You can't start it before the start.
I'm not going to lie to you.
I'm sorry. There's no
Pebble.
no.
I think next Monday night, we might start this bad boy at halftime.
No, I don't think you can. We got to take a break.
I don't think so either.
You got to show respect for the league. You know, you learned that playing. There are certain things you do out of respect for the league and the players. You are mocking the other team too strongly if you start post game at half.
Homer, you're not even remotely mocking the other team.
Oh, what do you mean?
I'm trying to. No, Homer, I'm not.
All right, hold
on.
What
I'm trying to do is give access
to. I want to take a break and let people think about what you're going to try to say next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Why is life better with American Family Insurance? Because every policy comes with something very special. A trusted agent who's there to help protect your dreams by finding the right coverage at the right price. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right. And naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything. From the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Beyond the bottle, Tito's has gained a reputation for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits around the world to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's and learn more at Tito'sVodka.com. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
It's all about the green and gold and nonsense on Kyle, Brust, and Nordman.
Wait a minute. I thought it was a shark.
No, it's a sharp. I'll repeat what you said because it sounded good. I assume I thought I heard shark
it's
too.
Not a shark?
No, it's a sharp better.
I learned something new today. Sharp.
All educated, we swear, all with degrees.
Kyle, Brust, and Nordman. Presented by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL. Weekdays from 2 till 4 on 100.5 ESPN and Wisconsin On Demand.
I was rolling my rig on a Crescent City run with my hands on the wheel looking into the sun. With a flash, I became temporarily blind by a plate glass truck I was tailing behind. Next thing I know, I'm in the side of a ditch with a bent rear wheel and a broken off hitch. But I was hauling again in just a short while, cause Truckstar Collision is on my speed dial. Do you operate a fleet, whether it's heavy-duty 18-wheelers or medium-duty delivery vans? And does vehicle downtime make you cringe? Time is money, and a fleet vehicle on the sideline hurts because you need your fleet to be up and running 100% of the time. If one of your heavy or medium-duty fleet vehicles is out of commission, Truckstar Collision Center in Deerfield will get it back on the road quickly. Since Truckstar is a full-service facility, the complete repair is done in-house, saving you time and money. And remember, they're able to repair both heavy and medium-duty vehicles. Truckstar Collision Center, minutes off I-94 in Deerfield. Call 888-400-1002 or log on to truckstarcollision.com.
Want to join the fastest growing home solar company in the nation and work in the fastest growing industry in the world? Everlight Solar has open positions in the Madison area and in their newly open Milwaukee location. As Wisconsin's largest home solar company, Everlight Solar offers great opportunities to gain new skills and advance your career. Don't miss the chance to join the Everlight Solar team. Visit everlightsolar.com to apply today. Save money, save the planet, and start with Everlight Solar.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison always does New Year's Eve big, so join the celebration and make it a night to remember. On Tuesday, December 31st, we have New Year's Eve hot ticket drawings, both day and night, with a $5,000 grand prize at 4 p.m. and another $5,000 grand prize just after midnight. Plus, you'll enjoy rewards play, a live DJ, a wide selection of food and drink specials, and of course, our 95% average payout. Come for the drawing, stay for the party at
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. React to the game by calling the Boda Box Wine Line, 800-990-3776. flush it?
We failed multiple times with bad ideas. I didn't know were bad till I realized they didn't work.
Or flesh it?
Yeah, that's one idea. Or we can work as a team.
Brought to you by Gordon Flesh Company. Business technology managed. Taking the worry out of your office equipment and IT needs.
And the question, posed a bit by Mark Tauscher, the Hall of Famer. Packers this year don't seem to be able to play 4 quarters. Is that, and how much is on head coach LaFleur? Tausch, you want to it's LaFleur's fault. Flush it or flesh it. Presented, of course, by Gordon Flesh Company.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to flesh this out a little bit. Fleshing it out is, again, partnered with Gordon Flesh. It takes a team to meet just about any goal. That's as true on the football field as it is in the office. Good to know you have the Gordon Flesh Company on your side for more than 65 years. Gordon Flesh has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes. Best business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more. The official partner of both the Green Bay Packers and the Wisconsin Badgers. So I think it's more about fleshing out where are we at with Matt LaFleur, because we've had callers, not when I've been on, but on this postgame show, very disappointed. Tonight, I think you look at Matt LaFleur, this was a all Matt LaFleur game tonight. This is what Matt LaFleur, he is a really good coach. He's aggressive, but then there's times that he's maybe more tentative than you'd want. But this was kind of that game. He was very decisive and aggressive about setting the tone. I believe all the conversation this week was Jaden Reed not getting enough touches. Well, what are we going to do here? And instead of waiting and hoping, you said, we're going to go take the blanket football and we're going to start getting some plays, because they've only run 45 plays the last couple weeks. I think against Detroit it was 45, and maybe the game before that it was a minimal of Chicago a couple weeks ago. Similarly, it was a low amount of plays, and to get plays, you got to have the football and you got to get your rhythm. And the first half was a beautiful thing. But then you saw those weak spots, the challenges, the challenge that he threw out there.
And the end of the first half.
The end of the first half clock management. He's not bad. When his defense is on the field, he is, I think, one of the best in the business. He's early with his timeouts. He's always looking to find a way to get the ball back in his quarterback's hands, whether it was Rodgers or Jordan Love. But I do think he's going to have to think about who he's playing against when he's playing the Phillies and the Detroits. You can't settle for 3. Detroit beat us because they didn't settle for 3 last Thursday. They went and gutted us by getting those touchdowns. So Matt LaFleur, I think, he is a really good NFL coach. But for him to beat the odds, and as Homer puts it, not Mariucci it, I think he does have to tweak a few things. And I think the big thing is he's going to have to be selectively more aggressive. And I think he's got to stop with the emotional challenges on things that he has no business challenging.
He's got to have somebody else decide it. He's got to have a challenge person.
It's tough to... Coaches are control freaks, Homer. He would have to really trust whoever was in there, and even then, he'd still need to have final say. He needs somebody in there who's like, dude, they're already looking at every play. They have somebody in the air. They pass this all without anybody voting on it.
We watch him in baseball all the time. The managers go, hey, hit the phone. See what our guy tells us. He needs a guy. He's not capable of making good decisions. He has to be smart enough to recognize that and have somebody else do it.
Okay. I'll join that club.
Yeah.
Yeah, I joined that club.
By the way, the discussion about the team not being able to play 4 quarters, I don't buy that, because he's been coached long enough, and generally if you have a problem, it shows up year after year.
Why are we not playing 4-quarter games then?
Why
have we not put together a full 4-quarter game?
It's a young team. That's why. Because there's been no history of this in the past under his teams, right? You didn't come in.
I agree with you.
So I would say I'm blaming them.
Homer, I'm not gonna indict LaFleur for that. I think you're right. It is a young team, and you're always gonna have to grow. young teams have lapses. They don't put the pedal down maybe as much as a veteran team would. Tonight was one of those, this thing should have been, 42-10. This should have been ugly on ugly. And it wasn't until real late because Josh Jacobs isn't a young player. He put the ball on the turf. That happens. But it just wasn't the same smooth. A couple of bad short yardage plays again. So definitely a lot to still work on as for this team and as far as figuring out ways to absolutely step on their throats. They didn't do that.
But my last question is, if you would have thought before the game, all right, somebody says they're going to get 7 sacks and win the game. I don't care what the score is. They get 7 sacks. That trumps everything, given the difficulty they've had the whole season. You haven't said it that way. Why not? 7 sacks. They're now 7th in the league on the season for sacks. 7th out of 32.
Because, Homer, the same thing we just talked about, it hasn't been consistent. How many sacks did they have against Jared Goff in 2 games? How many sacks did they get Darnold? How many sacks do we have on Jalen Hurts? We had like 8 sacks against C.J. Stroud. We're beating up on a lot of bad teams and padding stats. So I want to see more of it. Let's get 4 or 5 a game, and let's get them against the big boys rather than, we're playing backup center. We're playing guys, and we're, the Bears.
They weren't getting them against anyone. They were 16th. Now
I'm not going to denigrate
7.
Homer. You asked me why I'm not like.
No, I get it. You're right. I want to see what the breakdown really is. We never needed to do the breakdown because they were so bad all the time.
Just between Houston and Seattle, you got 15 sacks in those 2 games.
All right.
That's a lot.
This holiday season, the Salvation Army needs your help. Every dollar donated helps to provide meals, shelter, and emergency support to local families in crisis, not just at Christmas, but all year long. Join them in making a difference. Visit salvationarmywi.org. salvationarmywi.org to donate today. And they do great work. The final words now from the Hall of Famer, Mark Tauscher. Oh, by the way, I was worried that you weren't going to make it tonight because Wisconsin had a chance to go to a bowl game, and apparently for some reason they didn't take advantage of it, and it didn't work out, and because it appeared the possibility of keeping the streak alive. A team had to drop out, Marsh, because they had players left.
How'd Marquette do yesterday?
Well, they got crushed in the second half. They played a good first half and took a whooping at Dayton. So
interesting.
So you're okay with that? You're okay with Wisconsin not taking that spot? All right, that's all.
We didn't get an opportunity to do that, so I don't know.
I thought you might be able to learn the specifics of why it didn't get done. I think Louisiana Tech is the one that got in, but there appears to have been a chance. So, all right, the final thoughts on the Packer game. The Packers won 30-13. They're now at 10-4. I get to cash my ticket from Potawatomi. I had the Packers winning more than 9.5 games. That's already in the bag.
Yeah, that was easy picking. Tonight was just I think, a really good microcosm of this team throughout the season. You play a good team, not a great team. You played good football, not great the whole way. But what I think you should be excited about is Jordan Love is obviously fully healthy. He's doing everything you want. He's been very good with the football. Matt LaFleur is wearing out Josh Jacobs. I think the offense is still right there. The first half was everything you were looking for. Second half, a little bit to be desired. But this defense, with Edger and Cooper in there playing, and with what you're seeing from Enigbare and guys in the inside, Carl Brooks again tonight with some big plays. Devontae Wyatt with a big play. You did this without Jair. Your secondary, that wide receiving core for Seattle is the real deal. And for defensively, to be as aggressive, this is what Jeff Hafley wants to do, what we saw tonight. Can you do it against the big boys? We'll find out. But you did what you're supposed to do, and I thought coming into this week, this was going to tell you a lot about the professionalism of a really young football team. Because the easy thing to do, if you have a bunch of old salty dogs on your team, is, well, we emptied the bucket, we tried and did everything we could to beat Detroit to try to get back in the division. We're going to still be a playoff team. We got a long trip. It's loud. It's a tough place to play. If we don't win, it really ain't going to be the end of the world. That's not the approach this crew took. They're hungry. They're young. They still are a little inconsistent, but I think they're coming on the right direction. And I think tonight, for as much as we want to kind of get after some of the mistakes that were made, you just beat the team that was leading in the division and would have been your first-round playoff matchup on the road. You didn't even play your best game, and there was never a doubt in most of our minds, so much so that we started a post-game show early on our airwaves because this team found a way to manhandle and defeat a playoff team on the road. That should be a good omen for all of us Packer fans thinking big dreams about this postseason run.
And be listening next week, Monday night. You never know when the post game might start. Tausch, you want the Pebble in the start of the fourth quarter, right? Or do you want them in at halftime?
I don't. Well, so again, we're going to be at the game. So I'm going to, selfishly, as I've learned in the media, you need to be super selfish. Is that fair, Homer?
Sure, yes.
Okay.
Yes. There's an I in media. You know that.
There's no doubt about that. I think if we stick to our standards, I would say by the middle of the fourth quarter next week, should probably be thinking about getting the old pipes blaring and ready to go.
Pebble, can you make
New
it?
Orleans stinks.
Works for me. Works for me. All right. Tausch is in charge. Thanks, Tausch.
You bet. See you guys.
Your calls. Mo is close to the Hall of Fame. He's near an hour. He's next. 1-800-990-3776. Along with the Boda Box Fine Wine Line and Gary Ellison coming up soon as well. And we have Jordan Love's post-game comments, right? And LaFleur blaming himself. It's all. And Jason Wilde. Oh, baby. Big show. And we started with 2 minutes left in the game. Next.
More Green Bay Game Night coming up on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
WTMJ's Vince Vitrano for Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Nagging pain lasting for months, difficulty performing everyday tasks, not moving like you'd like, it's time to see the doctor. And I recommend Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Anytime I've needed care, the appointments are timely, no waiting weeks to be seen, and no pressure to have surgery. It's about getting the right diagnosis and choosing a treatment plan that fits your life. No question where I turn if I'm injured again. The experts in care at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. It's orthowisconsin.com.
Football season. Best time of the year and my favorite time of the year. This is ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman. On game days, my favorite teammate is a cold carbless in my hand. Premium cocktails in a can made right here in the great state of Wisconsin. Maybe it's when I'm at the tailgate ahead of kickoff or getting ready at home for the game. Carbless is there. Zero sugar, zero carbs, and gluten-free. Carbless features classic cocktails like margarita, Paloma, and even Moscow Mule, and vodka cocktail flavors like cranberry, lemon, and peach. Find it on your next grocery trip. Carbless. Less is more.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
Get ready for the moment we've all been waiting for. It's the 300K season finale giveaway at Potawatomi. Friday, December 20th, watch your entries from Bird Bash, Cash Clash, and Winter Stash. All pile into one massive drawing for a chance at up to 50 grand cash. Be there to win your share. December 20th, only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Learn more at paysbig.com/finale. Must be 21 years old to play.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesh Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, serviced, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They treated me like family. They're actually people that you can depend on.
They made me feel seen. They really treated me like I was a part of their family, a part of their team.
They ask how you're doing, how you're feeling.
They're just so welcoming and so sweet and kind.
It's like family, caring about another member of the family.
If you've been injured, it costs you nothing to see if Gruber Law Offices can help.
Get your hydration on track with Water Joe. Water Joe has 0 calories, 0 sugars, 0 artificial sweeteners, and 0 carbs. Get a liter of Water Joe at your local Kroger, Pick and Save, or Metro Market for just 99 cents now until January 5th. Just purified water infused with a kick of caffeine. It's a great alternative to sugary sodas, sugary coffee, or energy drinks. Get that liter of Water Joe for 99 cents through January 5th at your local Kroger, Pick and Save, or Metro Market.
Is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
3rd and 5. Love putting it up top, back of the end zone. Oh, did Dobbs catch that? What a catch, Romeo Dobbs! Touchdown, Green Bay! What a catch!
Yes, he made it through concussion protocol, and it was a fabulous catch, and it allowed the Packers to win by 17, 30-13. This is Green Bay Game Night, 1-800-990-3776, the Boda Box Fine Wine line. Tailgating season is here, and Boda Box Wine is your winning beverage. With 4 bottles in one eco-friendly box, it's perfect for sharing and easy to bring along, quality in every sip. Boda Box, be open to anything. Please drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older. Has he made it an hour, Pebble?
He is about a minute and a half away.
Yeah, we'll put him in the Hall of Fame. Mo in Illinois, you're on Green Bay Game Night. Let her fly.
I really don't know how I feel about this team right now.
Really?
As excited.
Wow,
yeah.
okay.
I mean, as excited as I am that they're 10-4 and there's certainly potential and nobody's going to question the talent that they have on that field. That second half today was very concerning. And Matt LaFleur, to me, seemed like a guy who called the game very scared, almost forgetting who's his quarterback. I mean, this is a quarterback who has been lights out this last 5 games with passer ratings over 100. And the Seahawks were clearly making adjustments to stop Josh Jacobs. And he just kept trying to pound the ball. You got a quarterback who knows how to rip the ball. You got playmakers on the perimeter. Throw the ball. I mean, you keep running the ball. You keep doing the same thing. Everyone could predict it from home. And then his challenges are absurd. The end of the first half was absurd. He just let the clock go all the way down. What are you doing? Like, this is not going to win you games when you play the alphas like Detroit, Minnesota, Philadelphia. This is ridiculous. And I understand he took accountability after the game. And I will say the defensive line looked great. Pass rush was amazing, but it's like I wish I could see that against teams like Detroit. Where was that against Detroit? So to me, I got my calendar circled for 2 weeks against Minnesota. I think that'll either leave me feeling the way I'm feeling right now or a lot more confident in this team come postseason time against Minnesota.
My answer to you would be, they're young and they're just inconsistent, but I feel so much better with Cooper and Williams back playing. So, but yeah, there were parts that were just so incredibly sloppy. I thought that the team was bored, and that he didn't want to like put up 40. It was like, and then especially when Smith went down, it was like don't risk anything, and then they just fell asleep, and but still, I mean, the fact that Cooper's back, Williams playing, I just think that's huge. I think that's the how good they can be. We didn't discuss it yet, but we did put the discount leader poll question up. Mo, you get the chance to answer it. Pebble, what was our question?
Is the Packers defense better without Quay Walker? Yes or no?
What do you say, Mo?
In the beginning of the season, I'd say yes. But right now, I feel like it's no, because he's been on such a tear lately. The past 3 games, he's been very consistent. He's leading the team in tackles. He's flying sideline to sideline. He seems like he's finally figuring out the new scheme. So I hope it's not a serious injury, because I feel like we really need him out there. And he also has experience with his defense. So I think they're worse without him.
Right now, with no is at 61% of the votes to yes at 39%.
And I would say that while the Packers won 30-13, Mo, you put it best. There were times in the game you were thinking, what the hell's going on out here? What is, it was just, there were areas that they were just so bad at various stretches. And, I still say they were fortunate that Smith got hurt. I think they could have lost the game. It would have required all the bad stuff to continue, and they probably wouldn't have, but that to me changed everything. And it may have also explained why LaFleur was as conservative as he was. Since you're now over an hour, Mo, you get the final word. Any last word? So do you think better about the team? Do you think better about the team after the game than you did before?
I'll say this. The Packers have so much potential to make a deep postseason run. It's just going to take a little more consistency, especially in the second half. I like the complementary football they've been playing, but I just want to see a little more fluidity in the offense, finishing games. When you got a team like Seattle, who is down in the dumps, who lost their quarterback, you need to finish those games, especially when they're down. So I feel okay, but like I said, 2 weeks is where I'll really have a good idea of where this team's at when they head up to Minnesota and play them. That's the game I'll be watching very closely.
Thanks, Mo. Mo, our first caller, waiting more than an hour. Green Bay Game Night is that good. 1-800-990-3776, the BotoBox Fine Wine Line. Gary Ellerson, Jason Wilde, Jordan Love, Matt LaFleur, all still to come. I am probably next.
We're back with Green Bay Game Night after this on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Jen Latta. Whether I'm headed to a big college football game or just need a reliable ride, I trust AccuTrans Group. They're a veteran-owned business that delivers top-notch transportation, perfect for game day or any event. From tailgates to team outings to corporate travel and weddings, AccuTrans has you covered. Booking is a breeze, and their service is always safe and dependable. Visit AccuTransGroup.com to book your ride today. That's AccuTransGroup.com, your go-to for reliable transportation this football season.
Hold your friends close and your rivals closer on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Which program is more dysfunctional, the Wisconsin Badgers or the Chicago Bears? I'm just relating it back to this weekend. I'm just relating it back.
I'm a fan of both.
Jim's two favorite teams. It's Jim's fault. Like, these teams are the reason they are the way they are because of Jim.
Jim is a football curse.
Yeah, maybe.
Jim, Matt, and Molly. Presented by Coors Light. Weekdays 4 to 6 on 100.5 ESPN.
Green and gold fans, it's game day. And you know what that means. Tailgating with friends and raising a glass to our favorite team. This season, make Bacardi the star of your pregame party. Whether you're mixing up a classic Bacardi and Cola, refreshing Bacardi Lime and Soda, or a smooth spiced and Cola, Bacardi is the perfect pick for game day fun. Grab a bottle and get ready to cheer on Green Bay with the best in hand. Available now at your local retailer. Live passionately, drink responsibly. Bacardi USA, Miami, Florida. Rum 40% alcohol by volume.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It's all about the green and gold and nonsense on Kyle, Brust, and Nordman.
Wait a minute. I thought it was a shark.
No, it's a sharp. I'll repeat what you said because it sounded good. I assume I thought I heard shark
it's
too.
not a shark?
No, it's a sharp better.
I learned something new today. Sharp.
All educated, we swear, all with degrees.
Kyle, Brust, and Nordman. Presented by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL. Weekdays from 2 till 4 on 100.5 ESPN and Wisconsin On Demand.
I was rolling my rig on a Crescent City run with my hands on the wheel looking into the sun. With a flash, I became temporarily blind by a plate glass truck I was tailing behind. Next thing I know, I'm in the side of a ditch with a bent rear wheel and a broken off hitch. But I was hauling again in just a short while, because Truckstar Collision is on my speed dial. Do you operate a fleet, whether it's heavy-duty 18-wheelers or medium-duty delivery vans? And does vehicle downtime make you cringe? Time is money, and a fleet vehicle on the sideline hurts, because you need your fleet to be up and running 100% of the time. If one of your heavy or medium-duty fleet vehicles is out of commission, Truckstar Collision Center in Deerfield will get it back on the road quickly. Since Truckstar is a full-service facility, the complete repair is done in-house, saving you time and money. And remember, they're able to repair both heavy and medium-duty vehicles. Truckstar Collision Center, minutes off I-94 in Deerfield. Call 888-400-1002 or log on to truckstarcollision.com.
Madison's home of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Lillard lobs up top to Giannis. Oh, what a play!
Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
Underneath it, pump set, left side, powers it down. What a rally! And Wisconsin comes out on top.
And now, the Milwaukee Brewers.
Hit to left and deep. Get up! Get up! Get out of here! Gone! Wow!
This is Madison's new home of the Milwaukee Brewers. 100.5 ESPN.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
3rd and 13 here, slipping. Escaping. Nobody's over here on this side. He's going to go down again. Hit at the 20. And that was a complete series for Enagbare. Win, place, and show.
Yes, he had 2 sacks in one series. That doesn't happen very often unless you're maybe Reggie White. Potawatomi Sportsbook Milwaukee has dozens of self-serve kiosks and over 2,000 square foot video wall. Unbelievable. You want to watch any sporting event? Get to Potawatomi Sportsbook. Seating for over 200, full restaurant and bar, VIP deck and more. It's a sports betting paradise, bet above the rest. Yes, I had the Packers over 9.5 wins for the season. This win, number 10, I will be cashing at Potawatomi tomorrow. Aaron in Minneapolis. He did not wait an hour like our last caller, but 1-800-990-3776. You get distinction for over an hour, and if you call after 1:30. I don't know that we'll get to 1:30 tonight. Aaron, let her fly.
Well, congrats on that pick. No, so tonight it was just interesting that I just want to call out a little bit national media as being a Wisconsin fan. They gave Jordan Love all the credit today. They didn't say the narrative like, oh, is he going to make bad decisions and all this kind of stuff. Jordan Love made amazing decisions on all the high pressure
quarterback rating of 123.8, 20 of 27, 229 yards. And I would say even better than that because, Aaron, I've always been disgusted that the quarterback and or the wide receiver does not get credit for yardage on pass interference. And especially with Watson.
Which is the Packers' specialty.
Well, yeah, but any team's specialty. You know, if they got, what was the one play on Watson? 30, there were a couple. I've got to go, but, you know, there was one, I don't know if it was 30. Anyway, how you don't add that, Dobbs, 34 yards, pass interference. He deserves, I mean, I'm not saying you give it as yardage, but you deserve credit because my guess is they're passing, they had over 300 yards when you add the pass interference calls.
You don't give it as yardage, but the way that the play is drawn up, the way that the quarterback threw it to the receiver, that should be included in the play because Jordan Love you see the defense switch and the Dobbs switch his route to the outside, and the defense grabbed him and yanked him away from the pass. Come on, that was going to be a pass completion. Come on, man.
Yeah, no, as I said, I think that needs to be added to get a full understanding of how great their passing was. I mean, I know they had over 300 yards when you count penalties. And yeah, quarterback
before I go, I do want to mention that I told Tosh that I was going to drink a 12-pack and then call in, and he's not here. But yeah.
But yeah, did we just lose Aaron?
I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
But I've enjoyed the game. I've enjoyed the show, and it was a solid Packers effort from start to finish. And I'm very happy with this one. I had very few nervous moments, and it was a good effort all around.
And, Aaron, what are the Packers ranked in sacks for the season? Since it's been a topic of discussion.
Been ramping up the past few weeks. Overall,
or would you say 32 teams? Where do you think the Packers are ranked in sacks by their defensive team?
I'm going to go very homer and say 12.
They are now, as a result of 7 today, tied for 7th. So whenever you talk about the Packers,
pretty nice.
Yes, now I don't know how good you're going to say they are, but they are and will be tied for 7th at the end of 14 weeks of 17. And somehow, as Tausch said, we need to check because they may have done it against bad quarterbacks. But either way, other teams play bad quarterbacks. 7th. Has there ever been a topic of discussion for an entire season in which what you're talking about for the team, they were 7th best of 32? So remember that, Aaron. Thanks for the call. Packers, 7th. Gary Ellerson has arrived, so we'll get his opening statements. There's no way anybody believes it when I tell you that. You got to look it up. Homer's just making stuff up again. 7 sacks, and from 16th, now tied for 7th. Vikings are 6th. Packers will be tied after the Vikings. They're tied with the Vikings, but they haven't played their game yet, so I'm assuming they'll get 1. If not, the Packers will be in a 3-way tie for 6th. Vikings will be 6th. The Packers and the LA Chargers tied for 7th. 7th sacks for the season. Does everybody on the defense deserve an apology? Next.
We're back with Green Bay Game Night after this on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
The president of James Imaging Systems, Tom Tegeter.
Over 45 years ago, my father, James Tegeter, founded our company on a cornerstone of quality, integrity, and service as the best way of connecting with clients. As I reflect on 2024, I'm grateful for the James Imaging Systems team. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to always connecting with clients and helping them thrive. To each long-term client, I extend my gratitude and thanks for your confidence and support. We look forward to remaining connected to you as your local business technology partner. I also appreciate our new 2024 clients for connecting with us. Welcome to the James Imaging Systems family. Looking forward to 2025, I believe if each of us embraces the power of connection, our local community will prosper. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless America.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
Ring in the holiday season with Carbless. Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 guilt. Carbless is gluten-free, just 100 calories, and is sure to give you that head start on any New Year's health resolution. You can go with fruity lemon or black raspberry flavors or a margarita variety pack. I know the cranberry flavor will find its way to every gathering for me this year. Make your holiday grocery list and check it twice. Be sure Carbless is on it. Let's toast to a full, festive, flavorful sip this December with Carbless. Less is more.
Gift giving is easy with an Island Resort and Casino gift card. Every person on your list can spend their time just the way they like it. Dining, going to a concert, relaxing at the Drift Spa, playing golf. No matter the reason, gift cards to the Midwest's premier resort destination are a sure bet. To order gift cards, stop by the Island Club today or call 877-ISL-SHOW. Then spread some joy because everyone knows your total experience is at the Island.
From your best friend who lives on caffeine to your teenager who always forgets to fill up their tank, Quick Trip gift cards are the ultimate holiday hack for everyone on your list. Pick one up in-store or online, and they'll have everything they need. Coffee, snacks, groceries, fuel, and more. All with one thoughtful gift. And honestly, who has time for complicated gift shopping? We know you don't. Give the gift that keeps life moving. Holiday gift cards from Quick Trip.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Imagine a place where all your fitness needs are under one roof. Sarah Tauscher here. The Prairie Athletic Club has everything you need, from group fitness, personal training, CrossFit, and so much more. Join now and you can save $10 per month for your first year and enjoy 3 months of hot yoga for free. Kickstart your healthiest lifestyle all in one place at the back. Stop by today or visit prairieathletic.com. Prairie Athletic Club, family fun community.
You heard the final whistle. That means the postgame is ready to roll. This is Green Bay Game Night, powered by ESPN Wisconsin. Live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios in downtown Milwaukee. Alongside former Badgers and Packers running back Gary Ellerson. Here's the Emmy Award winner Homer.
Yes, the Packers win. They defeat Seattle 30-13. Wasn't as close as the final score. I would say that's about right. Maybe it could have been a 20-point win. We will let that, if possible, or if he chooses to, be one of the comments of Packer and Badger. You're not former. Once you are one, you're one forever. Gary Ellerson, as we get his opening thoughts.
You know, Homer, I don't know what's up with this opening thoughts and closing thoughts with you. Can we just talk about the game?
Okay. Do you want me to explain that? Do you want me to explain that? Because I'm always fascinated, and I do this with coaches. I want to know the first thing that comes to your mind about the game, because that tells me what stands out as most important. If I was in your shoes, that's what I was like. Yeah, I want an opening statement so you can know what I thought was the most important part of that game. And it ain't even close. But I don't know that you'll have the same one. That's why.
Do you have an opening
Of course,
statement?
They had 7 sacks. All year the concern has been about wanting to get sacked. Because I didn't play for the Packers, I didn't play for the Badgers, and I'm second. I'm like Tonto. Tonto never goes before the Lone Ranger. Robin never goes before Batman. No, they don't set it up. Yeah. They just go check to see that the neighborhood is clean so nothing happens to the superhero.
Well, the opening statement would be, Homer, I've come on our post-game show, and I say this all the time. I think people think I'm crazy. And I keep saying this, the Packers are an ascending team. You've heard me say this all year long. And they still are. They still don't know how good they can be.
And they're adjusting to the adjustment of last year. That's the other thing you said.
They're adjusting to the adjustment of this season. Because who'd ever thought this season, it would be Josh Jacobs as your number one option. Whoever thought that?
I didn't.
No, I don't think anybody
I
thought
still
that.
think it's Jordan Love, though.
No, not anymore. Nope, it's Josh Jacobs.
Who's the most important person on the Packer
Look at
offense?
the first. I don't know. Look at the first 8 plays. Do
I
you
know.
have them? Charlie?
Yeah, they ran. They
What
ran
did Jordan
around.
Love do first 8 plays?
I checked. They don't play just one setup. They have the whole game.
Well,
Who's the most important person on the Packer offense?
Josh Jacobs.
All right, let's put that discount liquor Twitter poll question. John,
And you
who's
can
most
put-
important person on
and
the
you can
Packer
put
offense?
Gary said.
Yeah.
Gary said Josh Jacobs, and Homer says
Jordan Love.
Pebble, you got it?
He's
Now.
got it. All right, go back to Jacobs.
Because all this talk about Jaden Reed, do you have the first 8 plays?
I do.
Can you give it one? Give it to me.
First play, pass to Jacobs.
2.
Second, pass to Jacobs.
3.
Run by Jacobs.
4.
Run by Jacobs.
5.
Run by Jacobs.
6.
Run by Jacobs.
7.
Run by Jacobs.
8.
Love a scramble.
9.
Run by Jacobs. Touchdown.
10.
That's it, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, I was wrong. There were I missed a short change one. There were 10 plays, 8 runs, 2 passes.
There it is.
9 of the 10 plays involved Jacobs.
Number one. He's your number one option. And who would ever thought that this team would be evolved? But I said this a long time ago.
He is the number one option. I agree with that.
I said this a long time ago that when they weren't leaning on Josh Jacobs, I said they need to get behind Josh Jacobs. You can tell that dude's for real.
Yes.
I mean, we didn't see him that much because he was with the Raiders. AFC, out of sight, out of mind. They weren't very good.
Last year he got hurt a little bit.
He only rushed for like 800 yards. But the year before that, I think he led the league in rushing.
I think you're correct, yeah.
And now it feels like this offense, I know Jaden Reed ain't getting the ball, but you know what? The first 10 plays, I know we won't get Jaden Reed involved, but it's going to be about 8. Number 8.
That's right. 9 of 10 plays. And they got the ball to him, passing to him, which is huge. Because to me, a running back today is assessed not only on just running the ball, but your ability to catch the ball.
And he's not catching passes like Aaron Jones, though.
Correct. That's right.
They're getting him with little slip screens.
Right.
Little flat stuff. He's not really running routes.
Right, correct.
But
there's still value.
Yes. So that's my opening statement, is that it is still about Josh Jacobs. And everybody else, get in where you fit in. And now, you know what's happening right now, though, too? Tonight, for me, change. O-line play. O-line play was on the money. Because you can't run the football like they had gaping holes.
And then the second half, it disappeared.
Well,
he had 8 carries in his. He had 8 yards in his first 7
he had
carries.
70 yards in the first
He
half.
did 14 carries, 73 yards. In the second half, his first 7 carries, he had 8 yards. What happened?
They get paid too.
They got paid in the first half too.
Yeah, but we had a game plan. So now you go in at halftime. Let's figure out how to stop this.
Okay. Doesn't the offense then?
And then now you got to make an adjustment from that.
And LaFleur didn't.
Well, I think he did it because I think if you go back and look at, give me the last probably 10 to 15 plays, the last.
At the end of the game?
Yeah.
Well, by that time, yeah.
That was your
Right.
adjustment. Yeah.
But all right, here's where the Packers offense in the second half.
They got bogged down.
3 and out, field goal, 3 and out, fumble, 3 and out,
the fumble
and
hurt
downs.
him. And the fumble came from Josh Jacobs, so that hurt him.
Yeah. I thought they just lost interest.
No. They went in, got the grease board out. That would be Seattle. They went in, got the grease board out, and they go, okay, everything is between the tackles. Let's shore that up.
And they did.
And they did. And they said the only way they're going to beat us, they got to get outside. And so then you saw, maybe for that fourth quarter, you saw Jaden Reed doing some jet sweeps.
They
and
reversed,
stuff like
yes.
that.
They ran a reverse, and then they ran a pass, which is the same play, but he just goes in front of Jordan Love, not behind.
So there you go. I thought the play to Romeo Dobbs' first touchdown, absolutely incredible, Homer. So. And if you don't know, offenses, we go in, Homer, and we see certain defenses.
Right.
And we say, okay, we're going to run this play against this defense. And if they do this, we know we got them. So that touchdown to Romeo Dobbs on the slant, they ran it was eye candy. They ran everything motion to the right side, right? Romeo Dobbs to your left, short split. And they said, we're going to run everything motion to the right side. And they said to themselves, but if we just get that linebacker to move just a little bit
he can't
to his left, and Romeo, you got to beat the DB inside, singled up by yourself. It's going to be a touchdown.
And it was.
But you saw the linebacker come into play like maybe the last minute, but it was already. I love executions like that when they can draw up a play and you can manipulate. That's the word I'm looking for. You can manipulate the defense. Aaron Rodgers.
But most people don't know that's going on.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers never liked motion. Never
Correct.
liked it. But that's what motion offensively can do to a defense. Because all they're saying is he just need to take one step. He just need to take a half a step. That gives me that angle to block him, or that gives me that window to throw it in.
Why would Rodgers not like the?
He just never got down with motion. Didn't
Well,
like it.
I'm wondering that motion has become really popular as of late,
Well-
and he doesn't have the same experience and history of all the plays.
Motion became famous as of late because of Shanahan
and LaFleur,
because of
right.
McVay,
Right.
because of Kevin O'Connell,
And Rodgers
because
has
of
15
LaFleur.
years of experience before that,
Right.
and he knows what teams are going to do. With he doesn't have the same experience with motion, right? I mean, he doesn't have the plays.
Well, he had
in
the
his head.
McCarthy's offense, but that
They
offense.
They didn't ever do motion.
Well, that
did they?
offense was old and stale, and I don't want to get back in there, but that puzzles me too. McCarthy offense was old and stale.
Yeah, that's why
So we
Rodgers
got
wanted
rid
him
of
gone. Yeah,
right?
Rodgers wanted him
but
gone.
yet we still running McCarthy's offense with Rodgers.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Well,
with Rodgers. Okay.
well,
fine.
no.
I digress. I'm
no,
done.
that's it. But I got an answer for that. That tells me how smart LaFleur is. I want to get the best I got. Well, Rodgers is the best doing it that way, so I'm going to do mostly that.
Okay.
Why would I change it if Rodgers isn't as good? Because I think my system's better? Well, it isn't. One, I don't know how much time I have, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when you're a nobody taking over, you better be good right away.
Right.
And we assume, I assume, given what his girlfriend said, that there's the possibility with Rodgers that anything can become toxic. And you don't want toxic when you're a young head coach. You can't afford it.
Can't operate like
Can't
that.
afford it. All right. We have Jordan Love and LaFleur. LaFleur, of course, blamed himself for so much of the stuff. So we'll take a break, and then you can decide who you'd like to hear from first.
Well, we're going to hear from me and you.
Yeah?
When we come back. We're not done.
We're not done. All right.
No.
Jason Wilde, it's midnight. We're on a new
What time
day.
Wilde's on?
12:15.
12:15.
All
So
right.
we'll just hold off LaFleur and them till later.
Yeah.
All right.
Me and you
We're
can-
back. Gary Ellison and Homer.
But you got to do me a favor.
Uh-oh. All right, yes.
You got to get rid of Joel Osteen.
Oh, okay. You're just looking at him. You're not listening to him.
Don't matter. I can't.
You can't look at him?
No.
I changed him on one. I got to change him.
Joel Osteen almost cost my mom and my sister to never speak to each other ever again.
They argued over that?
Yeah, they argued over that.
Yeah,
my sister didn't like it. My mom did. And it almost caused World War III at my mom's house.
I need to talk to them.
Over Christmas, holidays.
Yeah, you can't.
About 20 years ago. So
I know,
we need
but
to get. If
I
you
know.
can
I got
find-
it. I got it.
If you
I
find
got
some
it.
ESPN over
I
there,
am doing
put
that.
in
I
there
got
with
it.
Well,
We just have weird.
I'm kind of jaded with Joel Osteen. I can't do it.
That's fine.
Can't do it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Now, are we on YouTube streaming loud?
We are indeed.
Can people see me?
People can see you. Yep, your camera's right there.
All right, I want to wave at the
Wave
people.
to him.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get this figured out, and then Gary will be happy. He's always happy.
Yeah.
Next, Jason will.
More Green Bay Game Night coming up on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
When you or a loved one are faced with an unexpected injury or illness, Stoughton Health's urgent care is there for you. Stoughton Health has 4 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have urgent care locations in Stoughton, Oregon, McFarland, and Cottage Grove with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health accepts over 160 insurances, including Dean Health Plan, Quartz, Humana, and more. Please visit stoughtonhealth.com for more information. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
I was rolling my rig on a Crescent City run with my hands on the wheel looking into the sun. With a flash, I became temporarily blind by a plate glass truck I was tailing behind. Next thing I know, I'm in the side of a ditch with a bent rear wheel and a broken off hitch. But I was hauling again in just a short while, because Truck Star Collision is on my speed dial. Do you operate a fleet, whether it's heavy-duty 18-wheelers or medium-duty delivery vans? And does vehicle downtime make you cringe? Time is money, and a fleet vehicle on the sideline hurts, because you need your fleet to be up and running 100% of the time. If one of your heavy or medium-duty fleet vehicles is out of commission, Truck Star Collision Center in Deerfield will get it back on the road quickly. Since Truck Star is a full-service facility, the complete repair is done in-house, saving you time and money. And remember, they're able to repair both heavy and medium-duty vehicles. Truck Star Collision Center, minutes off I-94 in Deerfield. Call 888-400-1002 or log on to truckstarcollision.com.
Green and gold fans, it's game day. And you know what that means. Tailgating with friends and raising a glass to our favorite team. This season, make Bacardi the star of your pregame party. Whether you're mixing up a classic Bacardi and cola, refreshing Bacardi lime and soda, or a smooth spiced and cola, Bacardi is the perfect pick for game day fun. Grab a bottle and get ready to cheer on Green Bay with the best in hand. Available now at your local retailer. Live passionately, drink responsibly. Bacardi USA, Miami, Florida. Rum 40% alcohol by volume.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
It's all about the green and gold and nonsense on Kyle, Brust, and Nordman.
Wait a minute. I thought it was a shark.
No, it's a sharp. I'll repeat what you said because it sounded good. I assume I thought I heard shark
it's
too.
Not a shark?
No, it's a sharp better.
I learned something new today. Sharp.
All educated, we swear, all with degrees.
Kyle, Brust, and Nordman. Presented by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL. Weekdays from 2 till 4 on 100.5 ESPN and Wisconsin On Demand.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison always does New Year's Eve big, so join the celebration and make it a night to remember. On Tuesday, December 31st, we have New Year's Eve hot ticket drawings, both day and night, with a $5,000 grand prize at 4 p.m. and another $5,000 grand prize just after midnight. Plus, you'll enjoy rewards play, a live DJ, a wide selection of food and drink specials, and of course, our 95% average payout. Come for the drawing, stay for the party at
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
The college football playoff has arrived. Indiana at Notre Dame. SMU at Penn State.
The stakes get much higher.
Clemson at Texas. And Tennessee at Ohio State.
The magic continues.
Round one of the college football playoff. Coverage begins Friday night at 7:30 Eastern, followed by a triple header on Saturday, right here on ESPN Radio.
Tune in to KB.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Play 10 of the drive, 3rd and goal. Jacobs inside, into the end zone. Wow. Opening drive, touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers are now at 10-4. Seattle at 8-6. The Packers win 30-13. This is Green Bay Game Night. I'm Homer along with Gary Ellerson. Zach in Seattle. Let her fly. Yes, Zach.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
It's awesome. The Packers won. My life is easier when the Packers win. And, of course, there is an eye in media. And unlike others who won't admit it, you're damn right. It is all about me. Gary, is it all about you?
Never.
Never. Yeah, you were a player, though. You had to be team.
Who do we have on?
We have Zach. Take it away, Zach. Let her fly.
Probably thanks, guys. Thanks for taking the call. It's me and 3 of my other buddies from Milwaukee here flew out for the game.
Oh, you went to the game?
It was all Packers fans.
All right. How much did you have to pay for the tickets?
All night.
How much was a ticket?
We got in the door for about $190. We were up in the nosebleeds, but it wasn't too bad.
190. Gary, does that seem okay?
Yeah.
You think 190 is okay, or is that too much? And no way I'm paying 190.
Well, I mean, he's looking for the experience.
I understand.
So 190 is good.
Is that okay? All right.
I mean, it's a nice stadium.
There's a great energy
Thank you,
there.
Gary.
Yeah,
Great energy.
It's a great.
Thank you, Gary. Yeah.
That's like, I mean, because there's only a few stadiums that are bucket list stadiums.
Kansas City,
and that's one of them.
All
Seattle's most certainly one of them. I don't know where it ranks, but it's
one of them. I would agree.
You know, it's got to be bucket list, right? Kansas City, right? Seattle, Green Bay,
Pittsburgh,
Chicago, Soldier Field.
Yeah,
I think. Well,
it's worth 190. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Easy.
Who was the other one did you say?
I said Pittsburgh. Steelers.
Pittsburgh. Yeah. What else?
Denver. Denver's
Mile
unbelievable.
High. Mile High.
No, and this was during the Orange Crush.
Yeah, Mile High.
The Denver fans were crazier than Packer fans.
Yeah.
I'd never seen anything like
that. So was that your bucket list or no? Do we lose?
Going to Seattle for the game?
Yeah.
I'd say it was pretty bucket list. The 12th man right on the water.
Yeah.
Downtown.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
And the crazy guy who gets the crowds going is John Ryan, who used to be a punter for the Packers.
Yeah, well.
Oh, yeah?
I think that's the same guy.
He was.
All right. What do you got, Zach?
What you got, Zach? What you got?
What are you thinking about the team?
We think about the team. I'm thinking the team looked absolutely great tonight. Other than that one fumble, we were hoping for a McKinney pick, get it up to 8 on the season. But other than that, Love looked great. Watson only had one drop this time, but he had that massive catch we saw right on the sideline. It was great. It was great.
Give me, because I heard on my TV, I heard a lot of Go Pack Go. How many Packer fans were actually there, man? It was unbelievable.
I kid you not, it felt like 50-50. There were cheeseheads throughout the entire
In
stadium.
Seattle,
green
that
and gold
destroys
everywhere.
the reputation they have.
I didn't hear what you just
The
said.
12th man,
50-50.
The 12th man was Green Bay tonight. The 12th man was not Seattle. The 12th man was Green Bay. I'll tell you that.
That's
Yeah.
impressive.
We were next to Packers fans in front of us, behind us. It was a different game. Yeah.
When did you get there?
We got it Friday from the weekend in Seattle. Kind of check it all out.
So as you were walking around Seattle, did you see a lot of Packer fans?
You know, Pike Place Market, Packers hats filling the entire place.
Oh my!
It was all Packers fans. Yeah, and then today down in Pioneer Square at the bar, all Packers fans.
It tells me Seattle's
was
not buying
fun.
this team.
Right. I didn't hear what you just said.
No, it's Packer fans everywhere.
Oh, okay.
I mean, and that would be devastating to Seattle. Just like if you said in Green Bay, you go around in some other town player.
Well, he said it was 50-50.
Yeah. It should never be 50-50 in Seattle. It should never be 50-50 in Green Bay, right? Or
Never.
Kansas City.
Well, the
Or
Lions
Philly.
came in here and they took over.
I mean, this is once in 100 years.
Yeah.
So, all right, Zach, how are you as far as the Packers in the playoffs? Expectations?
You know,
confidence?
I'm looking forward to playing the Vikings one more time this season, see if we can get that 1-1 split on them. Going 0-2 against the Lions really broke my heart. I don't want to see them soon. I know they feel fine about it, but I think we got a solid path there if we can let some teams do some damage first.
Got it. Very good. Thanks for the call. 190. If you haven't been to Seattle, Seattle's kind of a nice place. But I get that. There are certain, like in basketball, and you go different places, you realize there are certain places. Freedom Hall in Louisville used to be historic.
Still is.
Still is, but they don't play there anymore.
Right, but it still is. Is it still there, though? Is it still
it's
standing?
still there.
No,
one of the greatest
practice facilities.
One of the greatest basketball arenas to go to.
No, I tell you.
Ever. Fieldhouse in Madison.
No.
So incredibly loud. So incredibly loud.
Yeah, but I give you another one.
Probably.
And no one thinks about it.
Yeah.
Butler.
Yes. Hinkle Fieldhouse. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You know Jesse Owens ran in there.
Yeah. And I know Austin Carr.
The track is suspended up stairs up top up there.
I know Austin Carr put up about 50-something on him, too.
Yeah. Butler is one of those.
Yes.
What's the name of it again?
Hinkle Fieldhouse.
Yeah, Hinkle Fieldhouse.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know, because you ain't the other guy.
Right. But I mean, I never paid any money to want to go there. It's just been there with Marquette.
Marquette played Butler?
But has played Butler a number of times. They're in the conference now. But And to me, so much about it is, like we were at Iowa State, so much about it is the smaller places where it's so loud.
Yeah.
And it's loud even when it's not loud.
Right.
Just being there, it gets really loud.
Well, and also, you have to Indiana Stadium. I mean that place.
Yes, very weird.
Basketball.
Incredibly weird.
Yeah.
One of the weirdest places.
It is.
They have on both sides.
I don't know how
it goes up like 20 stories.
I don't know how they
and then behind the basket, there's nothing.
Yeah, I don't know how they constructed it. I mean, they could add more seating if they want to, but I don't think they ever will.
No, it's weird.
It's totally weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it was special when they were winning and Bob Knight was there. It's like anything
Who's there
special
now?
when you win. Mike Woodson, who was a star
Mike
player
Woodson's still there?
He's there, but his days his days are numbered. I believe this will be his last year.
It's got to be.
But he's so highly thought
What's
of.
the guy that has the radio show that?
The guy? Dan Dockich is the...
Yeah, Dan wants him gone.
I'm sure he does, yes. I'm sure he does. Yes.
I'm sure he does.
Dan Dockich.
Yeah, Dan wants
I don't
him
care
gone.
what he does. The most famous thing, he guarded Michael Jordan in Michael Jordan's final college game.
Dan Dockich?
Dan Dockich did. Indiana beat him.
Yeah.
He can hold on. You can hold on that forever. Forever. And he's not even the big guy in Indianapolis. The big guy in Indianapolis is McAfee.
Oh, yeah, Pat McAfee.
Yes.
Well, now. But
Dan Dockich is the meanest guy. He's the maddest guy. He's not the meanest. He's the maddest
Dan
guy.
Dockich and Pat McAfee are in two different categories.
Yes, they are.
Just so you know.
One's happy and one's mad.
Perpetually mad.
Yes.
Dan Dockich is.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. We will discuss sacks. It's been a topic all season long. We're going to break and then do sacks. Then Jason won a little bit. But understand this. Given all the discussion about the biggest problem for the Packers, not getting sacks, after tonight, the Green Bay Packers as a team are 7th best in sacks. 7th best. And then we'll also have Sean next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Hey, it's Kelly Sheffield, Wisconsin Badgers volleyball head coach. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison, a good Karma Brands radio station.
I was rolling my rig on a Crescent City run with my hands on the wheel looking into the sun. With a flash, I became temporarily blind by a plate glass truck I was tailing behind. Next thing I know, I'm in the side of a ditch with a bent rear wheel and a broken off hitch. But I was hauling again in just a short while, because Truck Star Collision is on my speed dial. Do you operate a fleet, whether it's heavy-duty 18-wheelers or medium-duty delivery vans? And does vehicle downtime make you cringe? Time is money, and a fleet vehicle on the sideline hurts, because you need your fleet to be up and running 100% of the time. If one of your heavy or medium-duty fleet vehicles is out of commission, Truck Star Collision Center in Deerfield will get it back on the road quickly. Since Truck Star is a full-service facility, the complete repair is done in-house, saving you time and money. And remember, they're able to repair both heavy and medium-duty vehicles. Truck Star Collision Center, minutes off I-94 in Deerfield. Call 888-400-1002 or log on to truckstarcollision.com.
The president of James Imaging Systems, Tom Tegeter.
Over 45 years ago, my father, James Tegeter, founded our company on a cornerstone of quality, integrity, and service as the best way of connecting with clients. As I reflect on 2024, I'm grateful for the James Imaging Systems team. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to always connecting with clients and helping them thrive. To each long-term client, I extend my gratitude and thanks for your confidence and support. We look forward to remaining connected to you as your local business technology partner. I also appreciate our new 2024 clients for connecting with us. Welcome to the James Imaging Systems family. Looking forward to 2025, I believe if each of us embraces the power of connection, our local community will prosper. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless America.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Green and gold fans, it's game day. And you know what that means. Tailgating with friends and raising a glass to our favorite team. This season, make Bacardi the star of your pregame party. Whether you're mixing up a classic Bacardi and cola, refreshing Bacardi lime and soda, or a smooth spiced and cola, Bacardi is the perfect pick for game day fun. Grab a bottle and get ready to cheer on Green Bay with the best in hand. Available now at your local retailer. Live passionately, drink responsibly. Bacardi USA, Miami, Florida. Rum 40% alcohol by volume.
From your best friend who lives on caffeine to your teenager who always forgets to fill up their tank, Quick Trip gift cards are the ultimate holiday hack for everyone on your list. Pick one up in-store or online, and they'll have everything they need. Coffee, snacks, groceries, fuel, and more, all with one thoughtful gift. And honestly, who has time for complicated gift shopping? We know you don't. Give the gift that keeps life moving. Holiday gift cards from Quick Trip.
Hold your friends close and your rivals closer on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Which program is more dysfunctional, the Wisconsin Badgers or the Chicago Bears? I'm just relating it back to this weekend. I'm just relating it back.
I'm a fan of both.
Jim's two favorite teams.
It's Jim's fault. Like, these teams are the reason they are the way they are because of Jim.
Jim is a football curse.
Yeah, maybe.
Jim, Matt, and Molly. Presented by Coors Light. Weekdays 4 to 6 on 100.5 ESPN.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
The biggest plays.
Love zips it in there. It's caught for the touchdown, Romeo Doubs.
To set the tone for the green and gold. It's time for the high-energy play of the game.
Protected as well, firing in the middle of the field. Touchdown in the middle, Jaden Reed.
Presented by Water Joe. Water with a work ethic.
It is that time for the high-energy play of the game. Packers win 30-13. It was about that close. Probably could have been more if the offense hadn't gone to sleep in the second half. I'm Homer along with Gary Ellison.
Is there a problem with that?
What?
The offense going to sleep in the second half. The score is 30-13. Probably.
Yeah. So here's the second half. All right, they put up how many in the first half?
What scored the first
20-3 at the end of the first half.
Okay.
All right, they scored on every possession. They didn't punt.
Okay.
All right, in the second half, 3 and out, field goal, 3 and out, fumble, 3 and out. After never punting in the first half. The hell is that?
That is Seattle making an adjustment.
Fine, they shouldn't be able to. You don't go from.
Well, the fumble hurt them.
Right, but the others.
So had the 3 and outs.
3 and out, field goal, 3 and out, 3 and out.
3 and outs tells me that they made an adjustment in the second half, and we need to make one.
Shouldn't you still be able to get a first down?
The fumble, to me, is separate from the 3 and outs.
Okay, I agree with you.
I don't know if you
yes, I understand exactly what you're saying. And then I was shocked they scored after the fumble.
Yeah.
I don't care if we give them a fumble at the 10, they're still not scoring.
Yeah.
All right. The high-energy play of the game.
Or no? Oh, you going to do high energy?
Well, because I want to promote Water Joe, because I wanted to know, I have to decide which one of the Dobbs catches impressed me the most.
You want me to tell you?
No. I'm curious as to yours.
You want me to tell you?
You don't have to pick the high-energy play of the game.
The first one.
Yeah. But that was because they set it up so well.
Yeah.
We don't understand that.
I mean, that was, and that's why a lot of people, when they talk about Matt LaFleur, I don't think he gets the love that he deserves.
Because nobody understands this, what you're
plays
saying.
that he designs.
You might as well be talking Chinese.
Do stuff. It's
like he said it before, where something happened early in the game, and they go, we got him.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you're going to use the we got him play until you want to.
Well, the we got him play, is, okay, inside the red zone, we're running this play.
All right.
So they knew that they were running that play inside the red zone.
But they could run it anywhere.
They could run anywhere, but for the most part, or if we get this look and we run this play, we know.
But when you're talking about look a play, the red zone becomes the most important.
Yeah.
You want to have, if you got a play, you're going to save it for the red zone.
Right, because you have red zone plays too.
Correct.
Because certain defenses play certain defense in the red zone.
Right.
So you got to come up with plays to get to the defensive formation that you're going to see, and it becomes a uh-oh moment. Uh-oh. They're in it, coach.
Yes.
I got it.
I know. But it's not just then. We've heard this from other players where they go back and say, this'll you always thought it was a player saying, I'm open. No, it's not that.
No.
It's because they've talked about it during the week.
Right. They talked about it during the week. I remember we had this one play against the Chicago Bears. It was going to be an uh-oh moment that we knew. We practiced it all week long. They're in that Bear defense, and we knew, okay, we got this defense at this particular place on the field. We're running this play. And I think we got the ball on the 40, 45, and they gave us the Bear look that we needed, and we were going to throw it to Jesse Clark. And we threw the ball to Jesse Clark down the middle of the field. I think he ran in for a touchdown. We knew we were getting that play against that defense. We practiced that play all
How often,
long.
when you think that, does it occur?
More often than not.
And if it doesn't, it's because somebody messes up?
No, it's because they don't give us a defense in the down and distance situation that we want.
Okay. The high-energy play of the game, I thought I
Go
probably
ahead.
should ask Edgerrin Cooper.
Whatever you want it to be.
Edgerrin Cooper, you got to mention him. He had one interception, should have had two. And he sucked the guy in, the quarterback in, both times.
Well, Jeff Hafley's doing an outstanding job right now. I still don't know what to make of the defense yet. Do you?
Yeah.
You
got to have all these kids playing. If they're playing, you got a chance to do something. If you don't have Williams playing, you don't have Cooper playing, you don't have these young guys. That's to me what makes it special. We had discussion. I mean, they were talking about Van Ness. I didn't even know he played. I don't remember once.
No.
And then Walker. I don't know.
He got hurt.
Right, but how did they play when he wasn't there?
Well. So here's what I've been looking at with Walker. I don't know if when he plays with Cooper.
Yeah,
he's a pass rusher on the outside.
Okay,
Cooper's in the middle.
All right. And that's better.
His role changes a little bit.
And that's better.
When Cooper is available.
I mean, that's what I'm assuming you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So the high-energy play of the game brought to you by Water Joe. Hydrate and energize with Water Joe. No sugar, no additives, and no off flavors. Just two simple ingredients, water and caffeine.
That's it.
Find a liter of Water Joe for only 99 cents. I love that. I'm a price guy. Free even better, but 99 cents.
Free is me. I want
at
free.
your local Kroger, Pick and Save, or Metro Market. Sean's next. Jason's going to have to wait. Sean, you're on 94.5 ESPN and all the other stations. I don't even know. How many stations are we on, Pebble? Are we still on?
We are on TMJ as well. We are on ESPN 100.5 in Madison.
All right. Sean, you're on everything. You're on. Millions are listening.
Man, that's awesome. Can't wait. Good morning, guys. Thanks for staying on and taking my call. Gary, you're right. You and I talked on the Homer Hour every day on these stations from 5 to 6. You and I debated it, and you were right. Jordan Love can drop dimes and puts the ball where he wants to. I was second-guessing that on the throw he had last week in Detroit, but that was a ridiculous throw he threw to Dobbs in the back of the end zone. So, mea culpa to you. But the question I have is the way we dominated the run in that first two drives, and was it the offensive line, was it Jacobs like, I need a break in the second half that it just didn't materialize as your experience as a running back?
No, I think it was more about the Seattle Seahawks making adjustment in the run game to Green Bay, and it took us a minute to figure it out where we want to do. And I think what you end up seeing is they then start catching them on the flank or on the outside with Jaden Reed.
How good do you feel about the team, Sean? How good? Playoffs?
I feel awesome about it. I think Super Bowl bound. I don't think there's anyone in the NFC that scares me.
But you got to beat more than one. You're going to have to beat three of them.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with that.
Well, 2 of them, and then
no one in the North scares me, and no one, I mean, Baker Mayfield scares me more than Jalen Hurts at this point.
Wow. But does Tampa Bay bother you more than Philly?
No. The Rams bother me more than anybody.
I mean, he's putting up numbers without, a star receiver, and he just chucks the ball. He doesn't care. He's like Brett Favre. He's feast or famine. He's really good, or he's really bad.
I just don't know how they're doing. Sean, I do want the last word to go to Gary. You said Rams.
Rams
Thanks,
bother
Sean.
me more than anybody right now.
Just because of they've won. They have a standard.
Stafford,
they get it.
Puka Nacua.
Right. They got people healthy. And their defense looks better.
Cooper Kupp, defense looking better.
Yeah.
Run game.
I don't want to play them.
I don't want to go to L.A. and play them.
All right. I know what you will do is go to wherever Jason Wilde is and get him because he's next.
You want to talk about my good friends at the Jury Center or no?
After.
Fine.
Next.
More Green Bay Game Night coming up on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Looking to kickstart a healthier lifestyle? Prairie Athletic Club has everything you need, and now's the perfect time to join the pack. Sarah Tauscher here, and for a limited time, you can save $10 per month for your first year and enjoy 3 months of hot yoga for free. Don't wait. Your healthiest lifestyle starts now. Join today and discover why the pack is consistently voted the best place to work out. Visit prairieathletic.com today. Prairie Athletic Club, family fun community.
Want to join the fastest growing home solar company in the nation and work in the fastest growing industry in the world? Everlight Solar has open positions in the Madison area and in their newly open Milwaukee location. As Wisconsin's largest home solar company, Everlight Solar offers great opportunities to gain new skills and advance your career. Don't miss the chance to join the Everlight Solar team. Visit everlightsolar.com to apply today. Save money, save the planet, and start with Everlight Solar.
When you or a loved one are faced with an unexpected injury or illness, Stoughton Health's Urgent Care is there for you. Stoughton Health has 4 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have urgent care locations in Stoughton, Oregon, McFarland, and Cottage Grove with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health accepts over 160 insurances, including Dean Health Plan, Quartz, Humana, and more. Please visit stoughtonhealth.com for more information. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
WTMJ's Vince Vitrano for Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Injuries happen, but you don't have to play in pain or stay on the sidelines. Whether it's your kids dealing with a sports injury, college athletes, or the rest of us weekend warriors, the experts at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin will quickly diagnose your problem, lay out a treatment plan that works for you, and get you back in the game. They fixed my knee. My mother-in-law is back on the dance floor with a new hip. These are the experts you can trust. Visit orthowisconsin.com.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything. From the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Beyond the bottle, Tito's has gained a reputation for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits around the world to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's and learn more at titosvodka.com. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
Why is life better with American Family Insurance? Because every policy comes with something very special. A trusted agent who's there to help protect your dreams by finding the right coverage at the right price. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The college football playoff has arrived. Indiana at Notre Dame. SMU at Penn State.
The stakes get much higher.
Clemson at Texas. And Tennessee at Ohio State.
The magic continues.
Round 1 of the College Football Playoff. Coverage begins Friday night at 7:30 Eastern, followed by a triple header on Saturday, right here on ESPN Radio.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
So tell me now, do you want it? 'Cause these dancing feet don't cry to the rhythm they cry for you.
Yes, it is Green Bay Game Night. I'm Homer along with Gary Ellerson. We have Jason Wilde. Packers win 30-13. Gary will take over as I listen. But before then, Jason, the Packers had 7 sacks. Shouldn't everybody be happy? The Green Bay Packers are now 7th ranked in the NFL in sacks for the season. So everybody should apologize to all the people on the defense in the front 7 because they're 7th best for the season. How accurate is any of that?
I mean, it's got to be at least a little bit accurate, but I would be curious to compare their sack numbers with those other teams that are in, say, the top 15 and see how much of it came so concentrated, right? What do they have, 8 sacks against Tennessee and then 7 sacks tonight? So 15 of them in 2 games.
Denver, Houston, Baltimore, Cowboys, Giants, Vikings, and then the Packers are tied for 7th with the Chargers.
Yeah. I mean, look, the numbers are what the numbers are, and they certainly deserve credit for getting after
You don't
Geno
seem as
Smith
excited.
He doesn't sound excited at all about it.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, look, again, I'll have to do some more digging into the numbers before I get too giddy about what they've done. But, look, it's certainly better than what they had been doing for most of the year. Okay, we can all agree on that, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
But, again, 15 of how many sacks they have in the season now?
40.
They have 40 sacks, and 15 of them came in 2 games. So that means that in
25 in the other
12 games, they've got 25.
Yeah.
So I don't know, is 2 sacks a game good or not good?
I don't know. Did you expect it? Is Seattle?
I don't know.
I don't know. Go ahead, Homer.
No, I didn't know if you expected it. I mean, it certainly helped that Smith wasn't there, but they had some against him. Did you think that they could get some sacks? Because that's been a problem with Seattle. I didn't.
Yeah, Geno Smith came into the game having been sacked 40 times.
Okay.
And their offensive line, at least based on what Collinsworth was saying during the broadcast, had kind of solidified itself in the last few weeks during their winning streak. But then the guy that they were crediting with doing such a good job of helping solidify their offensive line, the center, went out in like the first quarter with a knee injury, right? So and then they had to play a guy who was an undrafted rookie free agent, which is probably not ideal. So again, look, this kind of gets to a bigger point, which is, if we want to keep playing the same game of, who have they really beaten? You could probably do it if you wanted to be that guy about this game, right? They lose Geno Smith. Sam Howell was terrible. He was completely overmatched. But at some point, you just have to say, hey, you know what? They're beating all these teams that they're facing, and we should probably start giving them credit for doing so, right? And so, yeah, are there nits to be picked if you choose to pick them with this win? Of course there are. But at some point, we just have to say, look, the schedule had them facing the NFC West and the AFC South, and they swept those games, right? They're 8-0 combined against those 2 divisions. And, oh, by the way, the Vikings have played essentially the same schedule, and at this point they have 1 more win and 2 fewer losses going into their Monday night game against the Bears. So at some point we probably just need to say, hey, you beat the teams that are on your schedule, and then you get to the playoffs and you hope that you have the formula to win some games and get to where you want to go. And we'll see if they're able to do that, but this is a quality win. I mean, they came out and they dominated from the start. They get the first drive with Josh Jacobs being featured. They get Edger and Cooper getting the sack on third down to force the punt. They go in and score again, and before Seattle knows what's hit them, it's 14-0. I don't care if they didn't put their foot on the Seahawks' throat, or if their offense hit a skid there where they went 3 and out a bunch. This, in my book anyway, is a meaningful win that tells us that they may not be a Super Bowl winning team. They may be, but I don't think so. But they certainly are one of the better teams in the NFL, and they deserve credit for being good enough to have that said about them.
Home team, give Jason Wilde our poll question today, if you will, please, see if he has an answer to that. But I must say, I don't want to sway Jason answer one way or the other, but the first 10 plays,
9 of the 10 were by Jacobs.
9 of the 10 plays were all
correct.
Jacobs, which was no coincidence, just so you know. So give Jason our
Pebble. How did we put it up on the Discount Liquor Twitter poll?
We put it up. Who is the most important player in the Packers offense? Homer says it's Jordan Love. Gary says it's Josh Jacobs. Who do you agree with? Right now, 63% of the votes say Jordan Love and Homer. Josh Jacobs and Gary, 37% of the vote.
But now,
yeah, Gary's right, and the 37% of people that voted with him is right.
You wish to explain why, or just leave it at that?
No, I just like saying that you're wrong, for one. That's
you can tell right away.
That's fine.
You can tell right away. That's why I was laughing. He just.
Well, so look. First of all, this, I hate the fact that we do this. Right? We just love. It's always got to be one thing, right? It's always got to be one thing or the other.
Always.
It's got to be the defense, or it's got to be the offense, or it's got to be Love, or it's got to be Jacobs. And of course, it's both. But and look, there's going to be games, and Jordan Love even said it. And look what happened in the second half, right? I mean, Seattle finally figured out that, hey, we got to take some chances here. We got to sell out to stop Josh Jacobs.
Exactly.
He can't keep just running over us, and that's when Jordan Love has to deliver for them. I again, it's not. I know you guys love to make it an either or, and Tausch does too. And I do.
Well, you don't like to do
these
that.
Types of polls. I don't because obviously they're both extremely important to this team's success.
Oh, absolutely.
And I don't think either one is the wrong answer. But if you look at what Josh Jacobs is doing, and this is why I'm siding with Gary, other than just to give Homer a hard time, is that he establishes everything for them.
He sets the table. Yeah.
Right, and then after setting the table, setting the tone, then that allows them to do some other things. Now, that doesn't mean that Jordan Love isn't A, good, or B, extremely important. But I would say this, and this is not to downplay anything he accomplished last year or to downplay anything he's accomplished this year. Now, he's gone 4 straight games without an interception. He's gone 4 straight games with a 100 passer rating or better in all of them. And he deserves a hell of a lot of credit for that.
Yeah.
It's not like that's not just because of Josh Jacobs that he's doing that. But if we look back at last year when they had the success that they did, that also coincided with Aaron Jones getting cooking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it coincided with their offensive line playing a lot better football.
Mm-hmm.
And so, as Gary knows from having played this game and me having watched it, it is the ultimate team sport. And when you have those two things, your quarterback and your running back clicking, and then your defense starts playing well, which clearly the Packers defense did today, that's when you really are a dangerous team. And right now that's exactly what they've become. And I don't know if they go into a game in the playoffs where Jordan Love has to do it all on his own and Josh Jacobs is stymied and he has one of those. Remember how Aaron Jones, as great as he was, seemed to have these games where he would have had a great game, like he had a 100-yard game, and then the next week he's like 14 carries for 35 yards or something like that.
Right.
Like, if there ends up being one of those for Josh Jacobs, can Jordan Love win a playoff game throwing for 360 yards and 4 touchdowns? Yeah, I think he's capable of that. Do I think the Packers have any interest in having to win that way? No, I don't think so. I think Matt LaFleur loves the idea of Josh Jacobs shouldering much of the burden, not all of it, but much of it, and then him trying to figure out, and you heard him after the game, trying to figure out how the hell he's going to get the ball to all these different guys that are productive in his offense, right? I mean, Collinsworth mentioned it too from their production meeting that LaFleur actually sounded kind of burdened by the idea of trying to get all these different guys the ball. I love when coaches say good problem to have, because the second word they say is the word problem, which is a problem. So, look, I think they're both extremely important. I know we have to have, strong opinions and hot takes, and I suck at that. But the bottom line is that right now, the way Josh Jacobs is playing, the way he's setting the tone, he gets my vote by a nose.
Yeah. The drive of the game presented by Boucher Automotive. I can handle
Good
that.
one, Homer.
Yeah.
You got to have somebody.
Dynamite drop in.
Well, no, I think that teams have adjusted to the point where now they're trying to run the ball a little bit more because so much defensively is about stopping the pass and all the defensive backs.
Right, and now and we'll see. Like, obviously, I don't think the Saints.
Packers are 2 touchdown favorites, by the way.
Yeah, I know they put up something of a fight against Washington today, but I want to see what Brian Flores does in a couple weeks. Right, they play on the 29th in Minnesota.
Well, who plays
I want to see what Brian Flores does.
Vikings and the Bears.
Oh.
I don't think Flores will show much, but would you?
No, I don't know about against the Bears, but I will definitely say I'm eager to see what he does against the Packers in 2 weeks. Absolutely.
All right. Again, the drive of the game presented by Boucher Automotive. I'm curious if you pick the first or the last for a touchdown. And there may be others if you wish.
I'm picking the first.
Yeah.
The way the tone was set there. I mean, how often do you see a guy? I mean, let's remember, not only did he touch the ball 9 of the 10 times, but to start the game, he touched the ball 8 consecutive times.
Mm-hmm.
And then they took him out of the game to catch a breath, and Jordan Love scrambled for 4 yards, and then they put him back in to go get the touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he carried that opening drive. I'm not sure, and even LaFleur kind of mentioned it, I'm not sure I've ever seen a team come out and go back-to-back screens to start the game, or at least passes to the running back to start the game. So that was an interesting twist as well. But then 6 straight carries, not even in the Amon Green era with Favre did they, I don't think, I'll have to go back and see if there's an archive of this, but I don't remember them ever giving him the ball 8 straight times to start a game.
Yeah, I agree. There's no way.
That was just different. So I would pick that as the drive of the game, presented by Boucher Automotive, where we ride with you every mile, especially Mike Hansen and Scott Foote at the Greenfield Nissan dealership on Highway 100.
Yeah, so in honor of the 9 of the 10 plays for Jacobs, have you purchased 9 cars for them yet, or are you not up to the Jacobs?
Well, we're leasing 2 right now after my 220,000-mile Homer-style
just
SUV
getting warmed
finally
up, baby.
did it.
You
Yeah,
haven't lived until you drive a car at over 300,000 miles.
Yeah, I didn't make it.
You haven't done
That was
that?
my goal.
Gary Ellison, you ever had a car over
No,
300,000?
I've never had a car over 300,000.
Yeah.
Is that what you had, 300?
I bought a car for $500 many years ago, simply because the guy said it's at 308,000. I'm buying it, and it.
How many more miles did you get?
I
before
lasted
it
about
conked
a
out
year.
on you?
It was a nice. It was a nice car.
Was it safe?
What?
Was it safe?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, there was no. Yeah. Yes.
What were you driving when that guy almost killed you? What were you driving there?
Whoa, Jason.
Definitely a
true.
Toyota Camry.
You almost
Toyota.
got killed?
Yeah, yes, and my
Jason.
actually, I almost
Really
got killed
Whoa.
at coming back last night.
Oh.
If I had not looked to my side and seen this car going,
Right.
and
He was coming through, huh?
Coming through a red light.
Yeah.
What is it with you and dangerous driving? You're surrounded by dangerous drivers.
No, this was just. I just feel lucky. I couldn't I mean, I part of that is because
we got to drive home yet tonight. Let's just
no.
take it
Part of
easy
that
on
is
that.
people drive crazy. I watch other people driving more than I ever did in my life. Right, way more.
You got to listen to. You got to listen to Bobby Portis, who tells you to control your drive.
Yeah.
I've heard that
But
commercial many
you
times.
have to
He's
watch
right.
people behind you, and you have to watch people even when there's a red light.
Before we let Jason go, I got one last question for you, Jason. Which team do you
kind of enjoying the traffic discussion?
Yeah.
But that's fine,
No,
Gary. Bring us
which
back to
team
the topic.
do you?
That's fine.
Just before we got to go, we got to let you go. Which team do you fear the most? Would it be A, the L.A. Rams at L.A. playing out there if we got to go play a playoff game? B, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or C, the
Seattle
Seahawks?
And we think it's easy.
you think?
You think it's easy?
No, I agree with Gary. I agree with 100%. It's not even close. It's the Rams. They're the scariest by far.
I asked him. I asked Jason.
Oh, but I just wanted to tell him background as to what we said.
Fine.
You didn't want
Go ahead, Jason. I didn't want to poison the water, but go ahead.
Oh,
The good news is I was going to say the Rams anyway.
Okay,
so I'm glad we're all on the same page. Yeah, look, the Packers. What's the old saying, Gary? It's not who you play; it's when you play them.
Yeah.
In the NFL, and the Packers played the Rams at the perfect time. They got to play them when they were missing both Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, and they're no longer missing them.
Yeah.
And you can see the results. So that would be. Now, again, I don't know if I'm scared of any of the teams you just gave me as an option, though,
Right.
because as we know, the Packers. I mean, I can't. I'm still.
Well, they got to go on the road to play
thing
somebody. So
they do, but I'm still the thing that stunned me the most about this game was not that they won. I thought they were going to win.
What?
What stunned me is that there were so many Packers fans in Seattle.
Yes.
Like, I know Packers fans travel well.
we
I
had
obviously
somebody
have seen it with my own
call
eyes.
who said it was 50-50,
50-50.
who was at the game.
Yeah.
Paid $190 to get cheap seats.
Pretty good, $190.
I can't believe it's 50-50. He said that, but in Seattle,
What are you calling him?
50-50?
He called in to our program.
he called in.
I did not call him a liar. I think it could have been 65-35.
No.
Do you believe it was 50-50 in Seattle, Jason Wilder?
I don't know. I wasn't
It
in
wasn't,
Seattle.
no, how can he answer that?
Just Seattle.
No, I don't. Clearly, I don't. I mean, I've been to Seattle plenty of times.
Oh,
but
the
no,
fans. The support of their fans. It'd be like if somebody said it was 50-50 at a Packer game. I go, I'm not buying it.
Yeah, I understand that, but there's been some times where I think it was awfully close.
Yeah.
Okay. Recently or back when they sucked?
Yeah, that Vikings game a couple
All right.
years ago.
Oh, with Favre?
No, not that many years ago.
Me. He's just a coach.
Like,
All right,
it's
okay.
22 maybe. Yeah.
All right.
So, anyway, that was really surprising. I mean, the fact that the Go Pack Go chant was that loud that took me by surprise. I was not expecting that. I was expecting a more hostile environment, and while it was hostile, it wasn't as hostile as it can be.
All right,
out
the
there.
injury report presented by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, which also led to my Discount Liquor Twitter poll question. Are the Packers better on defense without Quay Walker? If all the other kids are available.
That seems strong.
You could say no. But
All this
No,
either
I
and or
don't- I
stuff,
don't-
Jason. I mean, it's always either and or. I can't never just.
does the offense play better today without him?
These guys are killing me.
Oh, then the answer is no. That's fine. It's not crazy to ask about it, given how.
I don't think they played better without him.
Okay. All right.
And he played for a while before he got hurt.
Yeah.
But look, Edgerrin Cooper is a field tilter. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep this up. I don't know how good he'll ultimately be. I thought it was a little bit premature for Chris Collinsworth to be saying that he's going to be a star in this league.
Superstar.
Hard to be a star, but he certainly has been. I mean, he has been a playmaker, and they were willing to put up with his mistakes before his hamstring injury because he has a knack for playmaking, which, quite frankly, if we're being honest about Quay Walker, he has not shown.
So
a
should
knack
Cooper
for
be
that.
playing more? Is he going to play more? Is anything they
I don't know
do
how
in
you
the
keep him on the. I don't know how you don't play him more,
All right.
right?
You
I mean, you have to.
After that.
But look, I don't think that Quay Walker is a. I think he was starting to. It's unfortunate that he suffered this injury when he did, because it seemed like he was starting to finally get some momentum going.
Yeah.
Of playing okay to well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, look, I mean, I keep thinking back to that Jacksonville game where Cooper forces the fumble by the quarterback and then also runs the length of the field covering a fast wide receiver and Christian Kirk. Then you add to him tonight the sack. I don't love how I understand it's hard to play. It's hard to pressure quarterbacks in today's game because you can't hit them high. You're not supposed to hit them low either. But he knocks their quarterback out of the game, and then he has the interception to kind of ice it. So, Tausch had him as his Steinhoffel sleeper of the week.
Yeah,
I had Romeo Dobbs.
So you both won.
No, he wins. I come in second. I think Jesse finishes third. He had Dontavion Wicks. But, yeah, he's a really good young player, and I'm eager to see if he can be this frequent of a playmaker because you look at their linebacking history, and we go back to A.J. Hawk saying he didn't make enough plays as a 5th overall pick. Obviously, Blake Martinez never made enough plays. He just accumulated a lot of tackles. If this guy can be as consistent of a playmaker as he has been, look out, because he's going to be a pretty darn good football player then.
Could be a huge difference in the playoffs. The post-game injury report presented by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com today for info. What do you have, Jason?
Yeah, I think it's just Quay Walker, who did not return with the left ankle injury. Obviously, they were without Javon Bullard, who didn't play. They were without Jair Alexander, who didn't play. I thought it was interesting the way they handled the secondary. I thought maybe they would try something unconventional because I know we talked to Xavier McKinney at midweek about the idea of getting him more involved and not being, 20 yards off the line of scrimmage where they could avoid him. But they did exactly what you would have expected. They, on base downs, they played Carrington Valentine outside on one side, and they played Keyshawn Nixon outside in the other. And then when they went to nickel, Keyshawn moved inside like he used to do. And then they brought in Eric Stokes, who did not. Eric Stokes didn't make a bunch of mistakes tonight. Now, you can say it's because Sam Howell is not very good. You can say it's because
that's what I'd say.
They got pressure on Geno Smith. It's probably all those things. But the Seahawks clearly went into the game. You could see from the way they started of saying, okay, these guys are missing 2 of their top 5 guys in their nickel. We're going to go 3 wides, and we're going to test them. And they weren't good enough to do anything about it. The Packers were able to win that battle. So, again, I don't know if they'll be able to do that if they still don't have Jair when they're going up against Justin Jefferson and T.J. Hawkinson and Jordan Addison and that whole crew up in Minneapolis on the road. But for this night, they had more than enough in their secondary to get it done.
Thanks, Jason.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, guys. Have a good
Jason
night.
Wilde, all Packers all the time. You go to WisconsinOnDemand.com and you will go hit the button. It tells you all the times Jason Wilde is on talking about the Packers. Yes, your partner. I know you were going to get there.
I want to talk about my good friends over at the Jury Center. Is it okay?
Yes, as long as you'd wish.
As long as I wish?
As long as you wish.
Well, guys, you're looking for that gift for that special someone. It's going to be at the Jury Center, especially from the Jury Center. Gold necklace, naturally mined, or lab-grown diamonds for earrings and, of course, engagement rings. And I always make sure I visit my friends at the Jury Center and take advantage of their deals. And right now, folks, listen up. Right now, they've got a deal even Santa can't beat. You can win $2,000 shopping spree to the Jury Center just by registering online. That's right. $2,000 can be yours. Register now through December 23rd at ESPNWisconsinContest.com for that $2,000 shopping spree to the Jury Center.
You got more time.
Yeah, we got 4 minutes.
Oh, we need to take a break. And then we'll have your final
My
comments.
final.
Next.
Got 4 minutes.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
I was rolling my rig on a Crescent City run with my hands on the wheel looking into the sun. With a flash, I became temporarily blind by a plate glass truck I was tailing behind. Next thing I know, I'm in the side of a ditch with a bent rear wheel and a broken off hitch. But I was hauling again in just a short while, 'cause Truckstar Collision is on my speed dial. Do you operate a fleet, whether it's heavy-duty 18-wheelers or medium-duty delivery vans? And does vehicle downtime make you cringe? Time is money, and a fleet vehicle on the sideline hurts, because you need your fleet to be up and running 100% of the time. If one of your heavy or medium-duty fleet vehicles is out of commission, Truckstar Collision Center in Deerfield will get it back on the road quickly. Since Truckstar is a full-service facility, the complete repair is done in-house, saving you time and money. And remember, they're able to repair both heavy and medium-duty vehicles. Truckstar Collision Center, minutes off I-94 in Deerfield. Call 888-400-1002 or log on to truckstarcollision.com.
It's all about the green and gold and nonsense on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Wait a minute. I thought it was a shark.
No, it's a sharp. I'll repeat what you said because it sounded good. I assume I thought I heard shark
it's
too.
Not a shark?
No, it's a sharp better.
I learned something new today. Sharp.
All educated, we swear, all with degrees.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Presented by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL. Weekdays from 2 till 4 on 100.5 ESPN and Wisconsin On Demand.
The president of James Imaging Systems, Tom Tegeter.
Over 45 years ago, my father, James Tegeter, founded our company on a cornerstone of quality, integrity, and service as the best way of connecting with clients. As I reflect on 2024, I'm grateful for the James Imaging Systems team. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to always connecting with clients and helping them thrive. To each long-term client, I extend my gratitude and thanks for your confidence and support. We look forward to remaining connected to you as your local business technology partner. I also appreciate our new 2024 clients for connecting with us. Welcome to the James Imaging Systems family. Looking forward to 2025, I believe if each of us embraces the power of connection, our local community will prosper. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless America.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Green and gold fans, it's game day. And you know what that means. Tailgating with friends and raising a glass to our favorite team. This season, make Bacardi the star of your pregame party. Whether you're mixing up a classic Bacardi and cola, refreshing Bacardi lime and soda, or a smooth spiced and cola, Bacardi is the perfect pick for game day fun. Grab a bottle and get ready to cheer on Green Bay with the best in hand. Available now at your local retailer. Live passionately, drink responsibly. Bacardi USA, Miami, Florida. Rum 40% alcohol by volume.
Gift giving is easy with an Island Resort and Casino gift card. Every person on your list can spend their time just the way they like it. Dining, going to a concert, relaxing at the Drift Spa, playing golf. No matter the reason, gift cards to the Midwest's premier resort destination are a sure bet. To order gift cards, stop by the Island Club today or call 877-ISL-SHOW. Then spread some joy because everyone knows your total experience is at the Island.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
This is Derek Engler. You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
Yeah, I feel really good. I think we're in a really good spot. I think we got to do the same thing we've talked about all season, just take it one game at a time and finish the season off and, be where we want to be for playoffs. But I like where we're at, and we just got to keep figuring out ways to get better, keep pushing each other, and finding ways to get these wins to end the season off. But I like where we're at.
That is Jordan Love. He always knows the right things to say. Will Gary Ellerson have the right things to say? The Packers win. This is Green Bay Game Night. The final words of Gary Ellison after I tell him and everyone, you realize the Green Bay Packers are 7th in the ranking of sacks by defenses in the NFL right now. Tied for 7th.
I'm just excited. Just put this game behind us.
Yeah?
What do we got Monday night, bro?
A week from Monday?
What we got?
New Orleans. That's already a win. It's going to be hard for me to get fired up for that.
On. You better get fired up for it.
No, you better get fired up for it. I'm not on the team. I've already counted it as a W.
No,
ask me what was
this is the game that's going to cost you trouble.
What?
This is a game that's going to cause you
I don't
trouble.
care if it's close. You have to figure out a way to win, like Washington did.
But this is the game that's going to cause you trouble because
what?
Who do you play the following week?
Minnesota.
Yeah.
All
Where?
right. At Minnesota.
In Minnesota.
Yeah.
Can't stumble here.
So how do you
just can't?
How do you prevent that? I've already got it as a win. I got the Packers
great.
at 11-4.
Well, good for you.
All right. So
good for you.
You don't want the players. What would the coaches do?
One game at a time.
Really? Anybody going to listen?
One play at a time. Yes.
No.
Yes.
New Orleans stinks.
It's a tough spot to be in with New Orleans. It just really is. Especially when you got Minnesota just looming large right behind that in Minnesota.
Okay. The one thing which my answer to this would be.
Because so far then, if you would have lost 2 games in Minnesota and 2 games to Detroit in your division.
And
can't happen.
Can't happen?
No.
Wow. Because I don't know if players are like this. I think it's fun to just whoop up on somebody else. I don't
know if they're going to whoop up on someone else, but as I'm watching the games today around the league, and most certainly I'm sure you watched the Buffalo and
fabulous
Detroit game.
Yeah, Detroit's defense is what we thought. They got nothing. They're hurt.
Yeah.
They got crazy,
but
man.
there's only I don't know if anybody else can make those plays that Josh Allen makes. Love can't make them plays.
Jackson and Baltimore. He can make them.
Okay, that's AFC.
Oh, in the NFC?
Yeah, no.
Love
can't make them plays.
No.
Not like that.
No. It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
There's something special. You watch something
Detroit
special.
still was Detroit.
Yes, offensively they
were still Detroit.
They were still Detroit.
And they still sold out on the blitz. They didn't care. They did not. They don't care who was hurt, who was not. They don't care if the guy didn't have a name tag on his back. They just played.
Coming after you.
Yes. All the time.
Yeah. So don't take the Packers, are 2 touchdown favorites.
No, don't.
2 touchdown favorites.
No, don't do that.
See, I'm not as worried.
Ask Fat Jack about that.
I'm not sure. I know what he'll say, but I'm not so sure they have to beat Minnesota. If they don't beat Minnesota, I'll still feel fine going into the playoffs.
Okay.
You think they got to beat them?
Yeah, I like to beat them.
All right, you'd like to.
Yeah, I like to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will you think differently of the Packers if they don't beat them?
Yeah, a little bit.
Regardless of how close the game is in the score.
A little bit. Yeah,
they need to let everybody know this is the Green Bay Packers. Not early in the year. This is the Green Bay Packers.
This is who we are.
Yeah, and that's the only game they have left in which they can do that.
Yeah.
Wow. You convinced me.
All right.
They should have you speak to the team.
All right, I'm going to drive home now.
All right. I'll close it out next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Hold your friends close and your rivals closer on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Which program is more dysfunctional, the Wisconsin Badgers or the Chicago Bears? I'm just relating it back to this weekend. I'm just relating it back.
I'm a fan of both.
Jim's 2 favorite teams. It's Jim's fault. These teams are the reason they are the way they are because of Jim.
Jim is the football curse. Yeah, maybe.
Jim, Matt, and Molly. Presented by Coors Light. Weekdays 4 to 6 on 100.5 ESPN.
Imagine a place where all your fitness needs are under one roof. Sarah Tauscher here. The Prairie Athletic Club has everything you need, from group fitness, personal training, CrossFit, and so much more. Join now and you can save $10 per month for your first year and enjoy 3 months of hot yoga for free. Kickstart your healthiest lifestyle all in one place at the back. Stop by today or visit prairieathletic.com. Prairie Athletic Club, family fun community.
From your best friend who lives on caffeine to your teenager who always forgets to fill up their tank, Quick Trip gift cards are the ultimate holiday hack for everyone on your list. Pick one up in-store or online, and they'll have everything they need. Coffee, snacks, groceries, fuel, and more. All with one thoughtful gift. And honestly, who has time for complicated gift shopping? We know you don't. Give the gift that keeps life moving. Holiday gift cards from Quick Trip.
I was rolling my rig on a Crescent City run with my hands on the wheel looking into the sun. With a flash, I became temporarily blind by a plate glass truck I was tailing behind. Next thing I know, I'm in the side of a ditch with a bent rear wheel and a broken off hitch. But I was hauling again in just a short while, 'cause Truckstar Collision is on my speed dial. Do you operate a fleet, whether it's heavy-duty 18-wheelers or medium-duty delivery vans? And does vehicle downtime make you cringe? Time is money, and a fleet vehicle on the sideline hurts, because you need your fleet to be up and running 100% of the time. If one of your heavy or medium-duty fleet vehicles is out of commission, Truckstar Collision Center in Deerfield will get it back on the road quickly. Since Truckstar is a full-service facility, the complete repair is done in-house, saving you time and money. And remember, they're able to repair both heavy and medium-duty vehicles. Truckstar Collision Center, minutes off I-94 in Deerfield. Call 888-400-1002 or log on to truckstarcollision.com.
Hey, it's Bobby Portis, and I love playing basketball in Milwaukee. When I drive down the lane, I move fast and make sudden moves to drive to the hoop and score. But when I'm behind the wheel in the driving lane, I control my drive. I don't speed or make sudden movements. Speeding and reckless driving are the leading causes of traffic injuries and deaths in Wisconsin. Do what I do. Control your drive. Don't speed. Don't be reckless. Zero in Wisconsin. Together we can save lives. Wisconsin DOT.
The college football playoff has arrived. Indiana at Notre Dame. SMU at Penn State.
The stakes get much higher.
Clemson at Texas. And Tennessee at Ohio State.
The magic continues.
Round one of the college football playoff. Coverage begins Friday night at 7:30 Eastern, followed by a triple header on Saturday, right here on ESPN Radio.
Madison's home of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Lillard lobs up top to Giannis. Whoa, what a play!
Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
Underneath it, pump set, left side, powers it down. What a rally! And Wisconsin comes out on top.
And now, the Milwaukee Brewers.
Hit to left and deep. Get up! Get up! Get out of here! Gone! Wow!
This is Madison's new home of the Milwaukee Brewers. 100.5 ESPN.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. React to the game by calling the Boda Box Wine Line, 800-990-3776.
Green Bay Game Night. Weird, they have two Monday night games, Bears and the Vikings. I'm surprised the Vikings are only favored by 7. Falcons and the Raiders, and I have no idea why you have two games at the same time. Pebble, do you know why they do that?
No clue whatsoever.
Atlanta against the Raiders. Atlanta favored by 5.5, playing in Las Vegas. The games today: Packers again won 30-13. Chiefs beat the Browns 21-7. Bengals over the Titans 37-27. The Commanders beat the Packers' next opponent, the Saints, 20-19. Packers favored by 2 touchdowns next Monday night at Lambeau. The Ravens over the Giants, 35-14. Cowboys beat the Panthers, 30-14. Jets, not that anybody cares or that it matters because they're now 4-10. They defeated the Jaguars, 32-25, to be the one team that has now 4 wins. Jaguars have 3. Texans defeated the Dolphins, 20-12. Texans are 9-5. The Broncos outscored the Colts 24-0 in the second half. After they trailed at half, they win 31-13. Best game, Bills over the Lions, 48-42. Eagles defeated the Steelers, wasn't close, 27-13. Cardinals over the Patriots, 30-17. And the Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield, almost 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. They are now 8-6. The Chargers had one of the best defenses in points per game in the league. Not today. Buccaneers beat them 40-17. Again, Packers win 30-13. Good morning. Next.
It started with a
If you want to win at tailgating, you need to Boatify your beverage choice. Boaty wine is the ultimate addition to your tailgate party. This premium wine comes in an eco-friendly box, fitting perfectly in your cooler or trunk. And there's no heavy glass or corks